Let's see. Okay, I believe that we're feeding out to the folks out there. If you guys can hear me, let me know. It looks like, I believe the stream has started here. Just let me know if there's any issues. The audio, I do have the fan on, so we'll just have to deal with that. Not the fan, the AC is on. However, you are joining us live on Utreon, so you already know we go live from Utreon, so we can hold guns. Shooters, as they call them in the UK. Shooters. We got shooters. And if you're listening to this later on audio, you can, if you want to join us live, go to Utreon/Who Moved My Freedom. If you're watching this later on the YouTubes and you want to join us live, if my freaking thing would even, let me just go to the other guys. There you go. There's Walter. There's Patrick. There's Walter. Everybody's showing guns. We all got guns over here. Mine won't. What is the deal?
I am showing off my dong.
Your dong.
Just
yeah. Keep
right
your
here.
dong. Oh. Keep your dong in the. He's rubbing his dong. Oh God.
I wonder if on OnlyFans somebody's used that dong for other things.
Only dongs.
Oh, yeah, only dongs.
I gotta swab it and see if there's monkeypox on it.
Oh Lord.
DNA
okay. So listen, yeah, obviously it's FreeForAll Monday. These guys are gonna be frisky over here. Let me frisky. Let me kick this off and get this started here. I don't even know where's the button that I'm supposed to push to start everything. There we go.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation: Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, boom. Let's see here. Let's throw the dudes up on the screen. We are live. Let's get the jazz hands going. There you go, jazz hands. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 929 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. So that means we have 71, I guess, more episodes before we hit 1,000 episodes. Go ahead, Walt. Go for it. Yeah, ding your gong while BabyFace rubs his what was it? Dong?
What?
Yeah. This is episode 929. Like I said, it's FreeForAll Monday. That means we've got BabyFace P joining us. There he goes. There's BabyFace P. As well as Walter Keller of Safety Harbor Firearms joining us here as well. There you are. I'm looking down because I'm checking my battery because right now the AC is on and actually running off the battery on the van. I don't have anything else.
Cool.
I don't have anything else on running. And it says here, actually I can share this with you guys, which is crazy. Hold on, let me see. So right there, we're at a 64% state of charge. Okay. We have 2.5 hours to go before I run the battery out. So
cool. So you can possibly make it the whole podcast.
Perhaps. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. What's up with you guys, man? How was the weekend? I don't know who wants to start talking about the weekend. Yeah, Walt.
The weekend. Let's see here. Saturday, I was over at the shop most of the day. I was helping a friend out with some of his stuff. The friend that used to have a license. And then I was, and I worked on the van a little bit. I started patching when I'm putting my instantaneous water heater. It's smaller size than the original one, so I have to make a sheet metal patch that matches the contour of the van body, which has like these two spots in it that are like different shapes. So I started hammering and bending and shaping, and I got it pretty good, and everybody was like, you did a pretty good job on that. I'm surprised. And I'm like, well, come on.
Yeah.
What do you expect? So I got to weld that in place, and then there'll be some Bondo, and but today I got in another tube of that adhesive glue stuff that I can actually mount the air conditioner tomorrow. So, and get that part done, and the roof will be all the way done then. So,
Okay. Yeah, it's not easy matching up to
on Sunday.
Mhm.
No, you could boneheads that installed the factory stuff. I guess you can't avoid it where they had to cut the hole, and there's ribs in the sheet metal of the body, and you could put a flat piece in there, but it looked like you put a flat piece in there. So I can't have that. So I used my metalworking hammering skills and a little bit of cussing along the way and got it figured out. So Sunday, I went over to me and another military vehicle friend here. Actually, the guy locally here that got me into doing military vehicle stuff, George. Me and George went over to see my friend Cliff, and Cliff is the guy who just bought a whole bunch of mule parts. The mechanical mule that you made a video about at the rally. Well,
that was way back, right?
Yeah, he bought a bunch of parts from another deceased military vehicle person in the club, and I went over to purchase some parts from Cliff. So I bought another engine and some other miscellaneous parts I need for spare stuff for my mule. So
okay, cool.
And that pretty much that was over in Zephyr Hills, so that pretty much consumed all of Sunday. And then
it's a long drive.
Here we are. So
yeah,
well, we went over there, looking through stuff, and then Cliff runs the military museum at the Zephyr Hills Airport. So he went over there to show us some stuff there, and they're having an event on Veterans Day weekend, I guess we'll say, with World War II armor, like a military vehicle rally, but it's not being put on by the Florida Club. But World War II armor will be there, lots of vehicles and vendors and just good stuff. So
okay,
yeah,
cool. Lewis 1911 requires proof that we're live, which we are actually live.
So the date, it is currently 8:15 at 7:07.
Yes.
Yeah,
And by the way, if Lola, if you're listening before we go to BabyFace, because now I realize I also have Lola's iPad, so I've got her phone. That's what we're transmitting on, and her iPad is over here. So if you're listening, Lola, you got to if you would kindly, this is my nice voice. If you would kindly,
what do you want?
If you would kindly come over here for a second, it would be much appreciated, Lola. Okay, BabyFace, what did you get up to? I know I saw you this weekend.
Not a whole lot. Let's see, Saturday, I think we got stuff. I had some things around the house I had to get done. Marley worked, so I stuck around the house and got a bunch of... No, that wasn't what we did on Saturday. Saturday, went down to Tampa. Mom's birthday was on Friday, so on Saturday we went down and we tried a place in Tampa called the Boozy Pig. It's a butcher shop that does sandwiches and stuff as well, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, happy birthday to Mama Face P.
Yeah. So did that on Saturday, and we spent the day with my parents, and then drove back up because Marley had to work on Sunday. And then Sunday I came by, went over to your place, and helped you with the Tesla. I think I don't know if you already put those videos out. And,
no, not yet.
And tested the donger, AK donger.
Yeah. So just on the note of the Tesla, no, I didn't put. I think I did it. We did a short, so the short has to go up at some point. But so I don't know if you guys. I don't know. I think there's a couple of people out there that probably have Teslas. Tesla has this crazy thing where if you wash it at one of these like touchless places or whatever, it actually like there's this rainbow effect. I don't know what to call it. I guess oxidation. What would be the best word for that? Let me see if I can show you guys. So just
on
look
on the paint,
on the trim. You see, so
Yeah.
it has this black chrome on the trim, and this is some video of it here that I'll put up later. So all this chrome oxidizes and starts getting this rainbow effect.
It looks like a gunmetal.
Yeah. So it's
something in the automatic car wash chemicals is causing this.
Yeah. They didn't.
All right. Well, I got a solution for you.
Yeah. What is
Exactly.
it? What is it?
It's called the bucket and the rag, bitch.
You're gonna make me choke.
and then a big chamois to clean it, dry it off after you get done.
So
That's what.
So anyway, so obviously we've gone through the car washes. So I when I looked up the videos, the YouTube videos say that if you use WD-40 or stainless steel cleaner, you can get it off. And the way the guy was proved that is that he was rubbing his finger on it, and the oils from his finger was taking it off. It was taking it off. It was getting rid of it. So I'm like rubbing. I've got to rub my finger like this. Keep going, rubbing the finger, and then it comes off. BabyFace P just goes like this. Swoop.
It comes right off.
Right off.
Remember, I have oily, like sweaty.
He's a
oily
ruster,
hands.
aren't you? A ruster?
I'm a ruster. That's the other thing is I'm a ruster.
Okay, but you're also some kind of de-ruster or oxidizer also.
That's what I'm saying. Is there something in my skin that I got lots of skin oils in here.
Yeah. Somebody needs to develop some BabyFace P oil. Essence of the face P. How do you say that? Essence du P. Yeah.
Just keep it simple. Essence of P. All right.
Essence of P.
You know
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah. So anyway, you were over here doing that, helping us out with that. How did I think you have a video. Did you throw up a short or did you put something on Instagram? I saw Instagram.
Me?
Yeah, for that gun.
Short, both short and Instagram.
Okay.
And I got somebody. I asked why, he never replied back, but I got somebody saying, "Stop making shorts. I'm tired of it." And I was like,
I had somebody
What?
bitch about that too.
Yeah,
I said, I'm
was like,
gonna unsubscribe, but you keep putting shorts up.
That's the same thing. I got the same comment. And then,
People-
another.
People.
I asked
people
why,
get mad for
and
no
another
reason.
guy chimed in. It was funny. Another guy chimed in and was like, "If you see the short logo, just don't watch it." And I was like, "Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you can obviously see it's a short because it comes
Just
up
don't-
different.
Just don't watch it."
No one's forcing you to look at it, but YouTube is forcing us to do it. So far as YouTube.
Yes, that was the thing. Is they want us doing this, and it seems to be growing the channel again.
Yes. Let me pull. I'm
What's
gonna search BabyFace P's thing here. Hold on a second.
that? I saw some serious side.
Oh no, you didn't see anything there. Oh, hold on. Damn it! You didn't see anything there.
I got in trouble with that side boob.
You didn't see anything. Oh, here it goes. Here's the. This gun looks good, Patrick. There's the dong. For a second, the dong went by. Triangle. There you go. Triangle. There he goes. There's Patrick's also showing it here.
Showing off my dog.
Yeah.
You gotta give it a Afghani Pakistani park job. I mean, a blue job on that receiver, man. You gotta do
That's
something.
what a bunch of people were like, "You gonna blue the receiver?" And I was like, "I could I could just cold blue it and call it done."
Spray paint it. You could give it.
What
a
is
spray
the? So what is the Afghan? Or the
They probably have park tanks in their area. I don't know.
Oh, I thought there was like a hood way to parkerize or something.
Who
No,
knows
no,
with
not
that?
really.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, just rub it with your oils, BabyFace P.
Carburize it. Yeah.
Sleep with it and just
It's called the cheapest spray paint you can find, and give it a coat of spray paint.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then as it wears off, and then it becomes like a battlefield pickup. That's what it is.
Exactly.
And then when it gets fugly, you just give it another coat of paint. What the hell?
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, Night Train says you realize with a Tesla and its integral computer features and enhancements, they, as in the government, can access and monitor all your information, where you are, where you've been, all kinds of data. Better go low tech with your ride. Then you might as well flush your phone and get rid of any other device.
You got to get yourself a ride from probably pre-90s.
Yes,
maybe,
you would have
maybe
to.
mid. Yeah. Nothing
Besides
with any
which,
kind of
it's freaking awesome to ride around. Like, so on Saturday we went to Orlando because Lola had some like the 2-year maintenance on the Tesla, and we went to Orlando. So we charged up and we went there. Charging up here at the house is not even. It's almost negligible. But when we were coming back from there, we had to charge up. It cost us $13. So, from here to Orlando, what is that? Like around close to 200 miles. What is it?
Alright.
Like 150?
So, but what's
160.
your time? What's your time worth?
Oh, it took us like
You
10
had-
minutes.
you-
We stopped somewhere
you
for
had to-
10. We stopped somewhere for 10 minutes and charge. We didn't have to fully charge it in order to come back. So it tells
Well,
you
you
if you charge this much, you have enough power to get back to your house, and then you just plug it in and charge.
You had to go to Orlando anyways, so
Yeah, we had to go up there anyway. But I'm just saying, it's awesome to ride around and not, the gas prices are coming down. But it's very cool
Well,
to
because
ride
there's
around.
an election coming up.
It's not
What do
going to
you
last
think?
forever. Don't think it's going to last forever.
Oh,
Once the
what is-
election's over, those prices are going right back up.
What is it right now for you guys? It's $3.60 here. What is it for everyone out
Something
there?
like that. Yeah.
I went to Costco and got $3.20 something.
Oh,
Their
Damn.
prices are cheaper than up here. We got that premium, better pay the taxes up here.
yeah. Yeah, damn it, we have no Costco here. We got a Sam's Club.
We have Alachua County has special taxes that makes it even more expensive.
Oh, because there is a gas station mafia in Gainesville.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous.
There's a legit consortium or some nonsense of gas station owners in Gainesville, which is ridiculous. And by the way, Walt, that's who kept Costco out of Gainesville. There's supposed to be a Costco. That's how, this is like a little crazy backstory with me and Lola. That's how Lola and myself wound up living out here in the first place. Because Lola used to work for Costco. Costco was going to put a Costco in Gainesville. And then the gas station mafia fought it, and then they wound up selling that property to Walmart, and then Walmart was going to put a super Sam's Club there, or Super Walmart, and then they fought that, and then eventually nothing ever happened to that to that property where it was supposed to.
That's unfortunate that it's the lefties in town. The lefties in your town are the limit
They're the
limit
problem here.
limit the poor's ability to have options to buy stuff. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I'd like to see little, mom and pop businesses, you can't hardly beat some of the big chains prices and stuff. You can't you can't beat it. So, it's just the way you can resist it and fight it and squabble about it, but that's the way things are. So,
and leftist people are so I don't know, how do you say it? They shoot themselves in the foot. How do we say that? What's the other way to say it? They are so self-destructive.
They don't have any guns.
Yeah.
Is it the what is it? Spite their face.
Yeah, chop off your nose to spite your face.
To spite their face.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
This is what used to happen to Lola and myself. So when we first came here, we had a loan, and we could have built on this property like whatever we wanted. We could have built a mega mansion if we wanted to. And so we would go to architects in Gainesville, and like we went to this one architect, and he asked Lola what she did. She said, "Oh, I work for Costco," and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm one of the people who was out there protesting Costco." The same architect, but other architects did the same thing. Every time Lola and I walked into their office, they were like, "No, we don't design. What is this thing that I have? Mobile homes." That's what they would say. "We don't design mobile homes." We had no intention of living in like a mobile home. I don't have any problem with it, but we've never done it. And they kept saying, "Oh, we don't design." Every time we walked in, and I was like, "What the hell is wrong with these people?"
Well, you didn't. You weren't.
As soon as they see us, this is leftist people. As soon as they see us, some black people, they're like, "We don't design mobile homes." I'm like, "Why would I be coming to you to design a mobile home?"
You're not designing a mobile home. You were just
Exactly.
you buy that and you have it set up and you live in it.
I came to them to build my house. I already had like the bank already had given us like a budget to start with and whatever. And so eventually it got so annoying. I asked my real estate agent, like, why is that? And she said, "You know what? What you actually should do instead of even building a house is just get a mobile home." And I went to a mobile home dealer. Lola refused to get out of I always remember this. It was Lola and the kids, and we had one of those like conversion vans, and Lola would not get out and go look at those mobile homes. So I went by myself, and I was like, "Oh shit, mobile homes are badass."
Yeah.
They are
ones
nice.
that are bigger, even bigger than your house now. You have. I mean, you have like,
They are nice. I've got a double wide. There was triple wides, but this one I went to, my place was like the model, and it was really cool. And then, so I went back to Lola, and I was like, for the first time in your life, you're gonna let me buy a house that you are not approving, because I'm buying this thing. And then she came out and looked at it, and that's how we, and then we never used that loan or anything. But it was really, I always tell people this: the most racist, everyone is potentially racist, right? Me included. Everyone out there could be potentially racist, but the most racist people are super liberal people.
I would call it, I would say prejudice more than racist. They just have predetermined notions about things.
Yeah. When you see a black couple and you go, yeah, we don't do mobile homes, like, well, you're an architect. Why am I walking into an architect office? Why would I be going into an architect office to design a mobile home?
You don't design.
It's already designed.
Yeah.
It's already designed. It's built in a factory. In a lot of ways, mobile homes actually they're pretty well built because they're built in a factory and all that kind of stuff. So,
well, it depends who does it, but I saw. Speaking of that, I saw a video or a documentary or something about a company, or it was a research thing with a university, one of those companies, where they glued when they built the manufactured home, they glued every joint. Every joint had this adhesive stuff on it, and you couldn't tear the joints apart in that place. I mean, it was seriously tough. I mean, the wood breaks and comes apart before the joints come apart.
The insulation, all that kind of stuff on manufactured homes are pretty good. And ours is built by a company that belongs to Warren Buffett, by the way. Warren Buffett has made billions and billions and billions of dollars to making manufactured homes.
I mean, every time there's a major a hurricane or event, somebody provides all those places that people live in for months temporarily.
FEMA houses.
And
somebody's
FEMA,
making money off those things.
FEMA. Yeah.
And then those FEMA trailers all get sold on the GSA website, by the way, if anybody's ever looked.
Are they how expensive are they? I'm just curious.
They're junk. Don't go looking.
Oh, okay. They're not good?
People trash those things.
Oh, okay. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. Shelly Fungus is saying, Hank, you chose a real peach of an architect. Am I wrong, Patrick? There's a lot, like, Gainesville has a lot of very super liberal people who are, in a lot of cases, intelligent or
you and I have talked
educated.
before about petism on the left, and I see that a lot here.
Oh, wait a minute, hang on. They're very educated. Yeah, they're very educated.
They have degrees. The book sense and common sense are two different things.
They can't use a plunger in their toilet, but they can tell you. They can tell you all the.
This is the type of city that if you can put up with nonsense, you can make a lot of money in the service industry, like the call service, handyman, things like that. Cities like this, you can make a crap load of money because those people don't know how to change light bulbs.
Yeah. A lot of knuckleheads. So, there you go. I don't know. Did you get to finish everything about your weekend? That
was it. Yeah, came and tested. That was all.
Okay. Guns all done.
People will have to wait and see in a couple of weeks if it worked correctly. The today's video of drilling holes did go live. So if anybody wants to go check that out, it is currently on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Or Utreon. It is on Utreon as well.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, we're in the news section. Any news things you guys want to talk? Someone was waiting for Walter's take on the FBI raid. Patrick also, you guys go for it.
I'll tell you, it's real simple. Just like gas prices. There's an election coming up. Simple.
You agree? Yeah, Patrick's nodding his head.
Nothing else.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know who made the decision and why. It was a terrible idea. I don't know who decided to go ahead with that.
It's a terrible precedent to set.
It is. Especially if they were already working with him to get documents handed over.
But here's what I think, though. Let me see. I probably need to go up a little bit more light on this. Here's what I think, though. I think that on the Republican side or on the conservative side, you're not going to see people become president and go after people. But on the Democrat, on the liberal side, you will see that. Perfect example is Donald Trump. He ran on lock her up, and then he became president, and he was like, no, we're not going to go after her. We're just going to, kumbaya with everyone. Okay. As soon as Biden got in there, they were like, we going to fuck you up.
Oh, wait a minute.
And that's what's going on.
You must have been asleep for 4 years, Hank Strange.
They didn't go after Hillary.
They were chasing after him for 4 years.
I know, but what I'm saying is Trump, when he was running, remember when he was running on lock her up, but when he became president, he said that he chilled with that. They didn't go after her, Hillary Clinton and the Trump administration. They didn't do it.
And that was his mistake.
That's what I just...
We
can rewind on this podcast. I'm pretty sure I was like, oh, I'll go all the way with Hillary going to jail.
She'd be in prison.
Yeah.
You don't, he was the guy. You're fired. Did he do that? Not very often.
He never cleaned house far enough.
No.
Ever.
No. First of all, he should have vetted the people he was hiring a lot better than that. And I always say this, including his family. I'm pretty sure there's some family members that are backstabbing him.
I wouldn't bring my son and all that stuff in to be my advisors and stuff. Right away, you open yourself to all kinds of criticism. Now, you might talk to them, when you're playing golf, or when you're carving the turkey, but you're not going to bring them in like they're your cabinet, And some of the stuff, Ivana's husband, who, bless his heart, the Jewish fella,
Jared, you're talking about Jared
Kushner.
Yeah.
Yes. All of a sudden, there was this sphere of influence that did really nothing to better anybody, except certain people. But anyways, it was just bad choices, and he didn't clean house. You got to clean fucking house. You got to You can fire federal judges, by the way, too.
And he needs to remember who elected him and not look at his family. I hate to say that, but he has to remember that certain people, the group of the Americans that elected him, wanted things to go a certain way, and he didn't go far enough.
Yeah, but don't you? I think people are saying, like Shelly Fungus says, not only that, Walt, he hired 100% morons. He didn't put real conservative, No. I would have gotten all those dudes who are conservative and like, let's drain the swamp, let's go after these people.
Put them in power.
Yeah, he could have put someone in at the ATF that he put a guy up that even Republicans wouldn't accept. He could have done that. He could have fired the damn FBI guy.
Could have got rid of Fauci. Why did you leave Fauci in there?
That would have been.
Yeah. That whole crew should have gone. The whole crew. I forgot the name of that chick.
People tell me he can't fire Fauci. It's like, what are you talking about? That guy's 100% anti.
Yeah.
He was 100% anti-Trump, man. Gone. Boom. See you. Have a nice day. Pack your bag, bitch. Here's a security guard. Walk you out the door. Get.
Yeah.
Get, boy. Get. Get him out of there.
The DOJ announced today that they have asked the judge in overseeing everything to withhold the affidavit and not release it to the public from the Mar-a-Lago raid.
Really?
Because remember, Merrick Garland 3 days ago came out and said, "Oh, we'll release it to the public.
I thought
about it."
Oh, I thought they already did that.
No, the full affidavit they reneged and went back and said, "No, we really don't want it."
They've constantly changed their story ever since this thing broke.
Yeah.
Biden didn't know it was happening, and then of course he knew it was happening.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Exactly.
He was all over that. He was up on top of that like Obama was looking at the raid on Osama bin Laden.
That's like saying Obama didn't know what was going
on.
The
FBI told his lawyer. By the way, I gotta say this. Have you guys noticed that Donald Trump's lawyers are all hot chicks? I've been telling you guys this.
I didn't notice that, but
I
will notice that now.
They are all hot chicks. He's got at least, it's like freaking Charlie's Angels is his law firm.
But why?
I don't know. I'm not complaining. But when one of the hot chicks went to Mar-a-Lago and was trying to get to go in there with the FBI, they wouldn't even let they wouldn't let his
They wouldn't
lawyers.
let her in, yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't let them in. But all of this is on surveillance tapes, though, because apparently Trump was watching all this in New York on the surveillance cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to see it. I wonder if that's ever gonna get put out there. Maybe they don't want people to see what inside of Mar-a-Lago looks like. So.
Would you want somebody? Would you put things of your own house inside all over the place?
No, it's probably not a good idea. No. We're never gonna see. It might leak. Someone might send those tapes to John Crump. Who knows? I'm predicting it will it will get sent to Crump.
Why? Once again, there's an election coming up. Sorry, there's no other. They're trying to divert attention away from their own stuff. The economy still sucks.
Tomorrow we will get a first-hand view of how Liz Cheney is doing. People are predicting that she's going to lose her primary in Wisconsin. Or
so she won't even primary. Oh, and that's some. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're thinking they're pretty. Everybody's fairly confident she's going to lose her primary because of the bullshit she's been doing.
That could be a show what's coming up.
You know what's funny though is the people are saying, well, this will set a dangerous precedence that if you go against Trump, you get unelected. It's like, well, that's what people want. Yeah. It's almost like that's what we want. We don't like you.
He still has a huge following. You can't, no matter what that guy does, there's people that get out there and wave and holler and scream and everything. And it's like he's.
Do you remember when Dick Cheney, when they were in office, and how much of a warmonger, how evil, shooting that guy in the face with a shotgun on accident? Now he's a hero. He's a hero to the left. Why is that? I don't know.
Dick Cheney?
Because Liz Cheney is the new hero.
And I don't get that whole thing. But anyways, she's got, she's a hero to certain groups of people. You know what I'm saying? But what happened?
Nothing happened.
Oh, okay. For a second, I didn't hear any audio, but I don't hear Hank. Do you hear
11
Hank?
members of Congress have lost their primaries this year.
I wasn't coming in. Yeah, I was muted. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, is Liz Cheney related to Dick Cheney?
Yeah, it's his daughter.
Yeah, that's Dick Cheney's daughter.
Oh.
Yeah. So they are a political dynasty coming from warmongers and oil barons and all that bullshit. So.
Somebody's gonna get some shotgun, some buckshot to the face.
What's the name of that the big corporation that does all the work?
Blackwater?
No, not security work, but they do all that construction work overseas, and a lot of stuff for the government.
Raytheon or
no?
Is it one of those types? Those big contractors?
Not a defense contractor, but they're how would you call it?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember it.
A services company where they come in and build roads and do all this stuff, and
they make a lot of money from the military-industrial complex, but not necessarily doing military stuff.
She is that.
Yeah.
Cheney was one of the board members on that company.
Halliburton.
Oh,
Jen Champ Jr.
So they come from Halliburton stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We got the best dudes out there, man.
No, I know people can answer when we have a question like that. We get an immediate answer.
I'm jealous, though. I mean, I'd love to work when I was working for people. I would have loved to work for a company like Halliburton.
Oh, absolutely! Can you imagine the retirement from that? Hell yeah!
The Bennies are awesome at it. Yeah,
but think about. She comes from a political dynasty where they are literal swamp people. They are the swamp people. And somebody comes in and clearly didn't clean up enough around there, and now she's looking like she's going to lose her position, which is good.
Yeah, well,
and the other thing that is hilarious to me, is the left is pushing her as quote unquote the potential first female president, 2024.
Cheney?
I'm not kidding. CNN has written about this. MSNBC has written about this. Yes.
Also, she's a lesbian too, by the way. So
Is she really?
Yes, she is. Yes.
So
Not
yeah,
that,
so she's
not that that
perfect.
makes any difference.
Hold on a
but
second.
I'm just,
Don't we all identify as lesbians? For the purposes of YouTube, we all identify as lesbians. No, you guys not willing to say it.
I
Trying to see.
Yeah, I don't know or care about any of that, but yes, I would like to see what will happen to Liz
Well,
Cheney.
she has 5 children, Walter. Are you sure about that?
What is that?
I believe.
You
I
could
believe so.
You could be
yes,
lesbianic and have babies. You know, just every now and then you dabble in the penis.
So,
It
speaking
says
of that,
she's married to a man, so I think
Or
you
the
might be
penis-
thinking of a different Cheney.
we watched the Buzz Lightyear thing over the weekend.
Oh boy.
And that's woke too.
Yes, it is.
yeah.
I've seen
yeah.
it. Yeah.
And
They had to have like a lesbian kiss in there. Why, I don't know.
Why?
What does that have to do with the story?
This is what I've said before. Let's just call a moratorium on all sex, kissing, and sexual relationships. Just throw it all out the window, because I just want to watch something that's entertaining, and I don't care about what those people are up to and what their preferences and all that kind of stuff. I don't give a crap.
Yeah, I believe Liz Cheney does enjoy the fruits of her female friends. If I remember correctly, because that came up at one point years ago.
But yeah, they're pushing her as the 2020 nominee.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding
Yeah,
me.
nobody would vote her in.
The
left won't vote for her, the right won't vote for her.
It's
done.
weird though, but the left hated Dick Cheney. They also used to hate Bush W. Now he's like somehow he's their poster child of awesomeness.
Anybody who slightly resists Trump is one of their heroes.
Enemy of my enemy type of thing.
Yeah. So you think they'll be pushing? What's the other? Is it Jeb that used to be the governor here in Florida?
No. They wanted Jeb to win the nomination for 2016. He was supposed to win 2016's nomination. But he's a buffoon. He bumbles and rambles.
Well, but as a governor in Florida, he wasn't bad. But as a presidential candidate, he just lacked any luster.
Yeah,
you gotta.
Yeah. You know. Shelly Fungus says Liz actually opposed gay marriage, even having a gay sister. Nice lady. Laugh out loud. Okay, so maybe her sister was the.
Maybe her sister was the gay
you were
one.
thinking about.
Okay. One of the Cheney women.
No one take anything that we're saying here for facts. We are comedians. We are Second Amendment friendly
Mary
comedians.
Cheney. Yes, Mary Cheney is
Mary Cheney. Okay.
Into the ladies.
Yeah.
Into the ladies.
I'm trying to drop some legal stuff here. This is all comedy and entertainment, and not to be
facts are facts, man.
For news, legal, or any other kind of advice.
Just the facts, man. Just the
facts. Listen, I contend that all women are a little bit lesbianic.
Oh no, they're not. No, they're not.
Yes,
trust me.
I think so.
No, they're not.
Heather Poe.
That's your limit.
In my brain palace. In my brain palace. In my mind.
That's a fantasy. They're not all that way.
Oof.
No, they're not, actually.
That is not a good-looking lady.
No, they're not.
Oh, they are not good-looking ladies.
The Cheneys?
No, the Heather Poe and Mary Cheney. They are some... If they had some tats in a truck, I could see them driving it.
Rough
looking. They're running full,
Jen Champ says, laugh out loud, comedians. Now, that's funny. This is comedy. This is me doing stand-up, constitutionally friendly, comedy.
I could go to my Reverend act, if you like.
Oh, no. Yeah, Walter does good impersonations. Babyface does comedy. Yeah. He does that new millennial ironic comedy. Patrick is always sending us memes that he thinks are outrageously funny, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
The one I sent this morning about the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago, I laughed very hard at that.
No, that was funny, but that's not you send weird shit. Come on, Walter, back me up here. Patrick sends weird meme stuff that to him,
see what I've sent lately.
He thinks that shit is so funny. It's always some kind of weird.
Yeah, totally.
Some kind of weird meme stuff. And I'm like,
well,
What does this
Unless
mean?
wasn't a meme attached to that story about humans and dogs and monkey.
I'm trying to avoid that.
It was real.
Yeah. I'm looking. I know you said the I almost said bulky, but not bulky. It's what's the name of this idiot? This is the meme that Patrick sent earlier.
If you listen to it, you know,
Oh, the FBI raid.
Yeah, we're not gonna play too much of that here. But,
Hey, I wonder. I wonder if they soiled Trump's toilet.
Oh my god!
Right? Yeah.
Oh my lord.
It's just.
He always sends some weird pictures of something. That this picture, it's the meme pictures, Patrick. You always send those, and it's supposed to mean. So it's got some kind of funny words in there that I could never.
I gotta look to see what I've sent lately.
He's always sending.
My sense of humor. If anybody wants to know, go look through my Instagram. You will see what my sense of humor is like.
Yeah, I should look through your Instagram, see if I could see.
You'll find funny meme stuff on there. That's what.
Let's see. So like, what's this thing mean?
Oh, that was celebrating the 4th of July.
Okay, is that supposed to be you?
Funny. So that Wojak there.
That's Wojak. Who is Wojak?
It's a. How do I explain this to you guys?
So everything here is supposed to be manly, American, and pro-Constitution.
So the original post there that I think was funny. It's not linked there, but the text was like, whenever I complain about America, and it's us thinking everything's terrible here because the government sucks and all this other stuff. And then the other one is like, whenever I hear a European complain about America, and they have that one, and the guy's like, super American.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't get all of them.
That is my. Let's see what else. What have I posted on there lately? I haven't posted. I do have one that's gonna go. I got to post up that I pulled off the internet.
Yeah,
the other
we
day.
got like a minute here. Here's one. I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Me after getting.
You never watched Tiger King?
Yeah. Oh, that's Tiger King.
That's the Tiger King guy.
Yeah,
I have seen Tiger King.
When the guy gets killed or whatever, he goes, "I'm never gonna financially recover from this."
I didn't realize that was Tiger King.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Let's see. These aren't necessarily what I'm talking about. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle, Socrates. And then the guys except communists. Yeah. So
this is my sense of humor. I do have some more different ones.
Esoteric.
Esoteric ones. There you go. That's a good word for it. I do have some of those too, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's my sense of humor.
Let's see if I can get another quick one. I endorse Bitcoin, guns, and hoes. I might also print some guns, not hoes. And it's got what's his name? Who was that again? We're gonna take a break. Hold on. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
I just looked up. Esoteric is the perfect word to describe that. 100%. That is my sense of humor. Is esoteric. Where only a handful of people will get it. But if you get it, you get it.
It's closer to esoteric, but okay.
A lot of it, sure, yeah.
Who is it? Someone's talking about Borat, and that it wasn't funny. Yeah, Borat. I thought Borat was terrible. I didn't watch much of it either. Yeah, I never found that guy to really be funny. But it's just a particular kind of like British humor.
When you put it over a context like that, I thought it was hilarious.
Because
they snooped around his place.
Yeah.
I guarantee the FBI went snooping where they didn't belong.
That meme was funny, but not Borat. And I'm not saying like if Borat was actually, but I've looked at a bunch of his other stuff that he's done, and he's not really funny.
The Ali G show in the late '90s was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the sad thing for him is if he ever gets caught, he's a coward. He just runs. Do you see? There was a video of him trying to infiltrate some group, and one of the guys there recognized who he was. This is when he was filming that last movie he did with all the politicians. They recognized who he was, and they were like, "You're the guy that plays Borat in Ali G," and he like just went quiet and ran off. He got in a car and he drove away.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't handle being found out.
Yeah, his biggest thing is getting away with it. He did infiltrate GOA one time back in the day. Yeah. And gun guys should definitely be aware of this big-headed idiot. You can't miss him. But I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. You know, there's a lot of gun people are disconnected from normal life and culture, and I understand it. I get it.
A lot of gun people are so anxious to have like-minded people hanging out with them that they don't realize they're getting done in the backside until it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I understand that, but you know, just
you're gonna hate me for saying this, but he caught Giuliani out there in those movies.
So, to be perfectly honest, if you watch the behind-the-scenes footage, or if you watch the extended footage that came from Giuliani, what happened was not exactly what they made it out to be. They did some editing to make it look worse than it was.
I mean, I don't think Giuliani did anything criminal. He's always been a horny
He wasn't
toad.
even predating on the woman. He was being. It wasn't what it was made out to be at all.
Oh, okay. I mean, you know, Giuliani was married and cheating on his wife, and then kicked his wife out of the mayor's mansion in New York City. Yeah.
Does that surprise you at all?
No. No, absolutely not.
That shit goes on.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but it does.
It does, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I think Giuliani should just have some people around him that are aware of what the fuck is going on. And someone to tell him not to put on too much mascara or whatever the fuck is over.
You would think somebody would look into... Hey,
or Beijing. I think that's Beijing. Excuse me. It's probably Beijing. That's like a black barber thing for guys who have gray hair or whatever. Or if they miss a spot in your hair, they paint your hair in with that. That's what was leaking off of Giuliani's face. Go ahead, Walt.
I think about that. You should... Somebody like... whoever, like a public person, you should hire somebody who has nothing to do with the public person, who's just there to watch who's coming and going and what's being done.
This looks bad. This looks bad.
And to go, sir, you're getting fucked. You're getting ready to get hit
this
hard.
doesn't look good for you. Don't do that.
You can always hire me. I'm
a
like,
regular dude. I can
$500,000 a year. I'll do it. $500,000.
Don't. It's like right after the whole Mar-a-Lago thing, Trump started posting this shit. Well, Obama did this and this did that.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
Shut the f up.
Yes.
I could tell you this, Trump. If you look at Truth Social, what he posts is a lot of times crazy. It'll be he posts like some crazy things. Like I could be messing this up, but just to give you an example, so I'll just make this up, and this is not necessarily what happened, but it could be Memorial Day, and he'll say Happy Memorial Day. Yes, they're still trying to get me. This is how Trump is. Just say Happy Memorial Day, dude.
I can see that. No,
come on, bro. Just like that one day. Forget about you.
He said, well, he started all this shit about what about this one and what about that one. That's not that time.
What about isms don't look good when you're in the spotlight.
Right, yeah. Don't try to divert the attention away to somebody who that side loves, that idolizes. That's not the way to do it. No.
Obama, remember, Obama came out of his presidency unscathed. He had no.
Oh yeah.
He had nothing bad happened for him.
One of English friends said he had no scandals in his religion.
No scandals. That's right. No scandals.
None at all. Nothing. And it's like, what? Where you just wake up or something?
His people are just better. They're just better at hiding. There's definitely stuff.
Today. Let me see if I can find. There was an Obama era. I'll give me 2 minutes. I will find it in my search history from this morning. But it was an Obama era scandal that I had never heard about up until this morning. I didn't even know it was real.
Yeah, Brian Quick says, didn't Giuliani make New York City much more safer? Which always pushes my buttons, because that's bullshit. I actually lived and grew up in New York City, and the answer is no. But go ahead, Walt.
And all I'll say is he got rid of the smell of pee, and I'll just leave it at that. Because I visited first time pre-Giuliani and during,
Uh-huh.
and when you went down in the subway or near a building in a corner, you didn't
Mhm.
smell pee. So, yes.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. As someone living there, I could tell you that it doesn't make New York City safer if the cops are all corrupt, bullies, and all the corruption that ran through New York City. I think it was just on the surface that it seemed
Oh.
better or safer to folks who were living there now.
Timber Sycamore. If you go to Wikipedia or just Google Timber Sycamore, it was
Oh,
a
no.
CIA thing where they were training and giving guns to rebel forces who were against Bashar al-Assad, the president, prime minister of Syria.
Oh,
And this was under Obama. He literally approved the CIA doing this, giving them training and guns and everything.
a really interesting thing. I don't know if you guys are interested in all of it, but there used to be in Africa. Africa's and clusterfucks going on everywhere in Africa all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There was a company in the early '90s called Executive Outcomes. Basically, it was
Yeah,
a
I know
for
that
hire,
name.
like a Blackwater, right? They
Mhm.
they would be asked to come into a country like Sierra Leone and basically finish the war, right? Remember the whole episode was going on in is it Nigeria, wherever Boko Haram war, where that
Yeah,
group
that
Boko Haram.
yeah, Boko
where they
Haram. That would be Nigeria.
where they kidnapped the girls and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They were asked to come in there by the government, contract paid, came in, they were getting the job done, they almost had the job done, and then the contract got canceled. And you know who paid them off to cancel it? See that flag back there, over there? The United States told them to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And this is right out of the mouth of the guy that ran Executive Outcomes. Outcomes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they did not want them to finish Boko Haram.
There's no
Why?
there's no money in civility.
Yeah.
There's no money when all that's done.
The UN was the biggest opponent to Executive Outcomes. You know why? Because if the UN doesn't have any battles to send their people into, they don't need any money, do they?
So, have you ever looked at Boko Haram? Have you ever looked at any of the videos?
Yes, a little bit. I have.
You ever notice that they always have a bunch of MRAPs and all that kind of stuff?
I
So,
wonder where they got that from.
so the thing with Boko Haram, right? So when I lived in Nigeria, I lived in the northern part of Nigeria, which is the Muslim part of Nigeria, and they had Boko Haram back then. It's been around for a long time. They are funded by the oil money, and Nigeria is part of OPEC, and Nigeria provides about 20% of the oil to America that we consume here. Nigeria provides that. So lots of money, and the people controlling it are the people
But
in the north who are Muslim.
but what I
who
was getting to
fund
was
Boko Haram.
the U.S. did not want to end that.
Yeah, because
course.
these people control. Because you don't want these people
And
control
what- and-
20% of the oil that comes to America.
And the man who used to be in charge of that company, he's a South African. He's an African, born there. He's talking. You listen to him. He goes, "These places don't want it. We come in to we can stop this stuff. They don't want it to stop."
No,
It's
I
like
mean, that's, yeah.
when they were in Sierra Leone, they stopped it.
Do you think the
fucking
UN can
stopped
do
it.
anything? No.
So then they left, and then the
And it
UN
all
came in,
took back up.
And guess what happened? All started.
But
all over
Boko
again.
Haram is still around today, killing people,
No, of course they are.
cutting
They
vajayjays up, and
They
doing
take
all
down
sorts of
whole
nasty
villages, man. They've taken down whole
Yeah, they
villages.
put- they-
So we're not.
child
We're not.
soldiers
We're not
and all that
when
shit going on.
you put a professional army or trained soldiers against these savages with guns,
Yeah,
clean 'em
they crumble real
they
fast.
clean them the fuck out. They but we don't want
Wasn't
that-
Rhodesia the same thing? The Rhodesian
But there's no.
government,
But
or-
I mean, the truth is there is no desire. That's what you're saying. If we look at it,
Yeah.
politicians don't exist to fix problems. They exist to create problems so that they
Because it
continue
makes
to
them money.
exist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
it's a vicious
Perpetuate.
cycle. Yeah, it's the cycle of life for
100%.
them.
Well,
Yeah.
Night Train in the chat brings up Angola.
Mm-hmm.
Executive Outcomes went into Angola and they basically finished the job. They
Mhm.
they got to the point where those people, the ones who were fighting, threw their hands up and we'll negotiate. Yeah, because they were cleaning house, which you have to do. You have to You know.
Yeah, listen,
And
a lot of times our military have to see a lot of shit that they don't like, and they can't do anything about either.
Well, I just watched the thing. Our military's recruitment levels are dangerously low levels right now, and I can tell you why that is. There's two reasons.
Oh, we all know why.
First reason, because we have a woke military now, and secondly, we have people watching the TV and these newsrooms, and they see that we don't go there to win.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you want to go fight in some country and die, and then we put our tail between our legs and leave?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's been going
Rules
on
of
for
engagement.
50, 60.
Rules of engagement aren't. What
Yeah,
they
we
should
can't
be.
we can't blow anything up. We can't do this. We can't do that. You know. Anyways, yeah, that's an interesting thing. Africa and executive outcomes and if you watch, he did an interview with Al Jazeera, yeah, and it was like, oh, it makes complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's one thing to fight to make America a better place and to make your family safer or whatever it is, and it's a completely different thing to do it for other people.
Why are you going over and fighting for some corporation, basically?
Yeah.
You know, and you're not getting anything from it. You're just going to die or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Just think of what we've done to the bravest, smartest, strongest Americans, man, especially, you know, in the last 20, 30 years. We've fucked up a lot of people. And for what? you know, just think about that. What was it really all about?
We put our tail between our legs in the end and left.
Yeah. Sucks.
And they say, well, you can't win that kind of war. You can't win that. Unleash the fury, and you can win. Trust me. We beat the strongest armies in the world in World War II. We can beat anybody, but you have to fight it like a war. You can't fight it like a.
You gotta fight to win.
Yep, and that means you kill everybody in the way.
Walter, you got to tell me if this is yours or not.
What's that?
I don't know if it is. This might not be yours. Go to the firearm blog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First post up there. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Firearm blog. Hold on a second.
At the top?
Yeah.
At the top. Is that yours? I don't know if that's yours.
Hold on. Don't say it yet. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up here so we can all see what we're looking at here.
I don't know if that's yours.
I gotta get back to the top.
Oh, I see the stock.
What? On what?
That looks.
Oh,
like...
it is. It is.
Is that yours?
What story is that? I don't see it.
It's a story just about the the SP5K.
Yeah, that looks like your stock, Walt.
Doesn't that look like a safety harbor?
Yeah.
If it's a K, it is, because we make the only stock like that. Sorry. Yeah.
So that's
our stock. Yeah.
Huh, look at that.
Yeah, I'm just going in.
I didn't even see that.
here.
I went right past that.
It was the first. It's the first post.
There's
Look at that cute little.
That's a nice pug, man. I like a pug.
Look at that cute little
Pugs are
doggy.
cute.
Yeah,
funny
pugs.
looking dogs.
Yeah, pugs are cute.
Look how tiny that thing is.
Who wrote this article, by the way? Let me see. This is photo of the day.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
and no
photo of the
mention-
day from.
Yeah.
And no mention of our awesome stock on it either. Look at that.
Are you sure that's yours?
That's
not
ours.
a B&T yours.
Patrick,
Okay.
we are the only people that put the rails underneath the sheet metal in the back.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No one ever has.
Yeah.
Ever.
Why not?
Because they're pussies, that's why.
That's such a good advertisement for the KES stock from Safety Harbor Firearms. Because you're not a pussy.
That's it. Yeah.
It's
You don't drink
that's a
your
nice
own.
stock
You don't
there.
drink your own tea. You don't drink.
we
No,
don't drink.
you don't drink your own pee. Excuse me.
There's no comment about that furniture. But yeah, I saw that. I just went there to look for news, and I was like, that looks like a
Listen,
Safety
do you
Harbor
have
fire.
any
Because-
idea how many of these stocks Safety Harbor
Walter has
sells?
looked at? Yes. He
No,
knows it.
no. Those Safety Harbor fire stocks go out the door, right, Walt?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah, every day, yeah. But now,
By the way, you're welcome. You're
yeah.
welcome.
Okay. Take that same gun and throw a nasty old choke side folder on it, and you completely lose the whole.
Just for
Choate made so much money off those side folders, though. They made
And they're such,
killing off those things.
Just
and they
by the
still
way,
do sell them.
by the way,
they still people want to clone that '80s look, so
But it's a big clunky pig, is what it is. So, I mean, I don't.
if you don't already know this, anytime one of us wants to get under the other person's skin, you just go, "You're welcome."
Yeah, well, yeah, like your flamethrower video, burn it in your yard. I said, you're welcome.
I gave you a shout out in there. Come on, I gave you a shout out. I said I borrowed that from you.
No, that was the first comment on that video.
Oh,
I said, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah, I know.
big rubber dong joke.
Oh,
So
my
how
God.
many jillion views you have now on Sam Andrews' How It's Made?
Oh, I
It's
don't know.
165,000. Last time I looked, it was 165,000.
Really?
That's
Damn.
moving along pretty nicely.
Are you serious?
went
Let me
up.
see.
It one evening, within like an hour or 2 hours, it went up like 3,000 views.
Wow. Yeah, it's like 163,000.
Imagine if
Yeah.
YouTube didn't have their thumb on the algorithm.
Yeah. Man,
And
I might
tomorrow-
actually be making some money around here.
I'll bet you by tomorrow this time, it'll be pushing 180 plus.
Yeah. You know what's funny? So for almost a year now, that YouTube channel has been completely suppressed.
Mhm.
But because we started doing the shorts and we went live and all that, it was able to unlock this video. It's not all the videos are doing that, because the video that that we did, Walt, the one with what we're talking about right now, the MP5 receivers. It's okay. It's like, it's less than 2,000 views, but yeah, that Sam Andrews video took off. And you know what's one of the biggest things with a Sam Andrews video? And if you look at the comments, you guys will see it. Dudes like hearing Sam Andrews' voice.
Didn't I
Dudes-
say that?
Dudes
Didn't I
go
say
to
that?
sleep listening to Sam's
Seriously.
voice.
Yep.
I told you I wanted to have him dictate one of my videos.
He needs to narrate something. Yeah.
No, he'll do it. He'll do it. Just, I'm his agent. I collect 25%.
So
But,
I'll mouth it, and my voice will be.
We'll have to go. If you want to do it, I'm serious. If anyone wants Sam Andrews to do something for them, I'm his agent. You got to talk to me.
I wouldn't. Did you ever heard? Does Sam cuss at all? Does he curse at all? Does he cuss at all?
I have heard him curse. Yeah.
What an odd thing, because I've never heard Sam curse. So
I'd like to
imagining
hear.
that.
I'd like to
so
hear
weird.
the F. I'd like to hear the F word in that voice.
He will never put that. He will never ever record that. Sam is old school. But when I'm hanging out with him and we're talking about politics or something that he gets mad, Sam Andrews is just like us. He is
You know what? Good
like
for
us.
him for being old school and not
Yeah.
profane.
Oh, he won't do it, but he's still a dude, and he was a cop for a long time. So,
Sam was a cop?
Yeah, he was a cop. He was in law enforcement. Yeah. So, yeah, he does when he gets mad. Absolutely. But, I always tell him, I was like, listen, man, you should be recording stuff and putting it up there all the time. Just tell people stories. Because, yeah. Most of the comments, when I look at the comments, about... With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors. So when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist. Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
So Sam, we were talking about Sam Andrews, so yeah.
Yeah.
Old school.
He gets
I had
mad.
no idea he was...
Yeah, he's old school. He gets. Listen, let me tell you, Sam has a phone. It's an old flip phone that's never on. Never on.
That's my dad.
Yes. You know what? You know how Sam reads a book? He actually picks up a book and reads it.
With his
Good
eyes.
for him.
Yes. So, yeah, man, he's pretty old school. So absolutely. But yes, does he curse? Yes. I might get in trouble for telling you that, Will you ever hear it? Only if you're over there. Only if you're
F
over there.
no.
Only if you're over there hanging out with him, and he gets riled up talking about some. I'm pretty sure he was cursing when Trump got raided. I'm pretty sure that happened. So there you go. Armin and Axis says Sam's voice is up there with Morgan Freeman and Sam Elliott.
Sam could make a lot of money if he did narrations, I think.
We should do
just because it's unique.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do like a short film, like a cowboy film or something. We should do that, and then we should get Sam to be like the narrator. We could even get him to be in there. He's got a bunch of cowboy rigs and all that kind of stuff. And his rigs, like his holsters and all that, are in a lot of westerns. So.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the news that the FBI said the trigger was pulled?
No.
Was pulled on
so
what?
you're talking about
at the death on the movie set. The trigger
what's his
was
name
pulled.
again? Alec Baldwin.
Yes.
With Alec Baldwin.
The FBI.
Of course it was pulled.
Somebody got pulled trigger.
Retarded.
Yeah.
People are
I saw
retarded
that,
if they
and I was
think
like-
guns just go off. That's not how they work.
Yeah.
Most of the time, no.
So yeah.
Unless it's one of those Brazilian guns.
Yeah. That whole thing is crazy, man. That whole thing's crazy big time. You know. By the way, Sam made holsters for that movie, which you'll never get back, obviously.
I gotta save that picture of that pug in my stock. I gotta save.
You like that pug?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I like
just that
that.
look. He's looking up at like, what the fuck? What do you want?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that on Instagram or something somewhere? Was it on Instagram?
I don't know.
It might have been. I don't know.
Yeah. Whoever did that, congratulations to you. You know.
Yeah,
That's
nice
awesome.
choice of stocks.
Yeah. You got to see if you could do that. You got to see if you.
Taste.
Yeah, reproduce that with Minnie. It'd be a whole different picture. She'll
That
just
gun would look tiny.
she'll put a paw on it and it'll disappear.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's Will's dog right there, who's massively huge.
Cane Corso.
Yeah, there
Big
you go.
old dog.
Yeah, we never did.
Named Minnie.
We never did Gorn. Let's get into Gorn. You want to start, Patrick? We'll start with you.
I just got
I
got the AK here. Got that.
I'm sure you don't mind showing it off. It did look good. I saw it in person.
Yeah.
Would
yeah.
your genuine Russian red dot?
Is that the Russian one?
Genuine Russian red dot. Nobody can get these anymore because of the war in Ukraine right now. I've had people offer me some crazy amounts of money to buy mine.
Really?
Oh yeah, because he's not importing them right now.
So what does it take to make those things? And give us the story of who makes that again. I know you did it
It's an
before.
OKP7.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a, really what it is
Show
it's
it.
Hold on, let me take it off the gun.
Oh, okay.
It's the guy that produces them, as far as I can tell, is like a Safety Harbor Firearms type of guy in Russia. He just owns a small business, and he makes them. He makes them by request. He doesn't produce tons of them and have them sitting in a warehouse. You had to, at the time when I bought this a couple years ago, you had to contact him and say, "Hey, I want one," and he would produce it to your specifications.
Is this dude in Russia or the Ukraine?
He's in Russia.
Oh,
he's
in
Russian.
Russia.
Okay.
This is a Russian optic. What are the odds that I can get it to show?
The red
I
dot?
can't.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Too dark. It's too bright in here. You
Oh, I
can
kind of see it.
but-
Yeah, I kind of see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bright in here.
Yeah. You'd have to take a picture or something and send it to me, but
It works. It works great. I love it. It's just a rare bird nowadays because of Ukraine. Anything coming out of Russia is difficult to get. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
No,
no,
it's
this is one of my
It's cool.
one of my prized pieces here, and for my AKs.
Yeah. But don't,
Focus.
don't sell it though. Don't sell it.
No, hell no.
Don't
No, I've had some people ask to buy it, and I was like, unless you got lots of money, you ain't buying it.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to say "niet."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Armin and Axis says, "Hell, I would fly to Florida with my brother in his plane to be in a movie with Sam, Hank, and all." You know, I might write a short script at some point that we all make a little short movie. It can't be worse than the shit that's out there now.
The good, the bad, and the pretty as a motherfucker.
The good, the bad, and the strange.
My character needs to be named Chromevandium.
I actually... I told him that this weekend. I was like, how is little, whatever you're going to call him, Hank Strange, Chromevandium, James doing?
Chromevandium.
Yeah, you know, I actually wrote a script for a movie a while ago called The Wicked and the Damned.
The Wicked and the Damned.
Yes, and I am a writer, by the way. That's what what I'm supposed to be doing instead of doing YouTube videos.
You'd be even poorer then.
You know, you never know. I think people need some kind. I'm glad I did this because I've learned a lot of stuff and grown. But I'm gonna get back to doing some writing here as soon as I figure out how to make more hours in the day.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
But that's why I always have writers on. Like, I'm working on getting Larry Correia. Do you guys know about Larry Correia? I'm working to get him on.
That name sound familiar?
He's the guy who did the...
Before.
No, I did a video with Larry Correia before. He did the Monster Hunter stories. I have done a video with Larry Correia.
You sure he hasn't been on? He's been on a long time ago.
No. That guy who came on was Angry American. Angry American was on the show.
Okay.
Oh, so check it out. I just looked on YouTube, looked up Larry Correia, and Forgotten Weapons has a thing with him. Like,
he's a fan of him.
Yeah, and there's Larry in Vegas, but I have a video with him. Let me see. I'm going to put in Hank Strange somewhere in here because I have a video with him at SHOT Show, but I'm getting him on the podcast because he wrote there it goes. Yeah, so he wrote a pro. This is me and him at SHOT Show. Let me see. I can't get it to go sideways. Anyway, he's a big dude. He's a big dude. Who is that handsome guy talking to Larry Correia right there? Oh. Anyway, so he writes a lot of fantasy stories, fantasy sci-fi stuff, but with real gun stuff in there. And he recently did actually like a non-fiction Second Amendment book. Let me see. I got to pull it up on Twitter. That he's coming out with. And we're gonna get him to come on here. I've been communicating with him. So if you search on Twitter for Larry Correia, he's Monster Hunter 45, and that's because the first stories he put out there were called the Monster Hunter series. And the book that he has is In Defense of the Second Amendment by Larry Correia, one of my favorite authors. There you go. And he's a legit gun guy, man. He's got some badass guns and all that kind of stuff. So. Hopefully we'll get him on here. Okay, so we saw Babyface's dong AK.
I showed off my dong. That's right.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Oh dear.
Got a dong. Oh, dear. And then Walter, what do you have? What do you have for the? Oh, Babyface is gonna go back. He's rubbing his dong right now. You go blind.
Go blind.
Oh dear.
You go blind.
By the way. I know the dongs fell out of vogue for a while. Take this however you want. Extremely comfortable to shoot one of these. You get a really nice grip with the dong on your AK. You may go blind, I don't know, but it's a very nice, comfortable shooting.
Taking the risk of getting in trouble, what is the legend of the dong from you two AK guys? What is the legend of the dong?
The Romanians just have always done it, and then when it got imported to the U.S., Americans talking about their penises called it a dong. That's one thing I know.
So that's an American word, that dong, when it comes to
dong
the AK?
is. Oh no, yeah, this is an American. So the Romanians have always done both upward and downward sloping dongs. If you get a Romanian underfolder, to get the underfolder to close, you have to make the dong slope backwards, so it slopes down. It's sad dong.
Lord.
But no, that's it's just when they brought the parts kits in, of course, we make it looks like a penis. It looks like a peepee. So we called them dongs. And everybody else, ever since then, has just called it a dong.
Oh, okay.
Romanian dong.
That's where it came from. All right, Walter looks preoccupied. What is going on, Walt? Yeah, what happened to you?
I was emailing my significant other the picture of the pug and the Kesta.
Oh.
And I usually don't do it on the other laptop over here, so I had to do a little
Oh, okay.
Had to figure it out.
Walter had to focus. Walter had to focus on something. Okay, I'm going to share something with you guys. So this is the Steyr L9A2MF that I'm going to show you guys right here. Just wanted to make sure. There you go. Very nice gun. I like the ergonomics of these Steyr pistols, to be honest with you guys. Very nice. I got this one from my friend Bubba Roadkill the other day. I borrowed it from him. What's that, Patrick?
I was going to say, they're even more Glocky than a Glock. They have, like, an even steeper grip angle.
Yes. And actually, what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to try to show you guys, I'm going to connect my camera here. So I want to show you guys something for a second. So I'm going to take this, this is the 320 right here. So if you see,
I know that gun.
Yeah, check that out. Very nice gun. It's got the Patmos slide on it. And then this is, what is this from again?
Wilson Combat.
Wilson Combat grip here.
How do you like that grip now that you have it on there?
It feels good. Feels
good, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to shoot this. I need to shoot this and make a video out of it.
Make sure it works.
So there's your sight picture, right, on these, which is cool. You'll probably be doing something like this when you're making your sight picture. Let me see if I can zoom in on it to show you guys how you do the sight picture. And then it's going to do a crazy focus. So you'll probably be doing something like that on these. All right.
Show me.
So now, this is how
top view of that back sight.
This is how you do it right here, and I love this.
It's the pyramid sight is what it's called.
This is really fast for me to do.
And when so for anybody watching, when you put the gun at arm's length, you don't have hardly any space between the pyramid in the front and the lines. It all kind of just makes a big pyramid.
Yes.
It's really cool. Cool design.
So in other words, when I go, so I'm just going to put it full screen on me. When I go like this, my eyes are drawn in, both eyes open, and they just draw right into that pyramid out front there. And I just love it for that. You know, my eyes just go right in there, and I feel like make that sight picture real fast.
The Steyrs are also known for having that low bore access. It's a very aggressive grip angle, even more so aggressive than a Glock. Right. And super low bore access. So I've heard they're very pleasant. For whatever reason, Steyrs have never taken off in the U.S. other than the AUGs.
Yeah. Can't get this thing to focus, but...
Nah, I hate you right now. But
anyway.
They're very cool guns. I would love to own one. I don't know why they never took off here.
Yeah, I borrowed this one from Bubba Roadkill for until whenever he comes back. And he was here the other day after you left. And, you know, he came for his sewing machine, which has been here for like a year, so we'll see. I'm sure he's going to come back for this. I'll see him in a couple of weeks, but I do want to make a video of this. I really like these guns, and I think I've told you guys before, I saw a different Steyr pistol in a pawn shop one time, and I really wanted to get it, but I didn't have the money at the time, and I made the mistake of telling Bubba Roadkill. He went straight up there and bought that thing. So he's...
Do you remember what the other one was?
It was the compact one, because when he was here...
Oh, it was just a smaller one.
Yeah, when he was here on Sunday, he was telling me that's what he was carrying, but he said that he really likes this one, so he said he might sell me that one, so we'll see. I got to negotiate that with him on that. So there you go. That is that's my Gorn. Walt, what you got? Or are you still emailing? Boom! Oh, look at that. That looks familiar.
CZ52. Delayed roller lock action, which is kind of unique for a pistol. 7.62 by 25, which is very, very powerful cartridge. Yes, single action only. Oh, it has a hammer. Let's do this. Yeah. One thing we do before we drop the. Let's make sure there's nothing in it. Okay, there shouldn't be.
I was gonna say that's high quality H2O. I don't know if Walter even know what that is.
Recoil operated roller locked. Are you able to take the slide off? How does the roller? Where does it lock into? Because firstly, if I were ever to become a collector, it would be roller lock guns.
Look into the slide. Locks into the slide.
Look at that. That looks like my favorite sub gun. Just like it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Huh? I've never seen one of those.
How does that come down? How does that take off of there, Walt?
All right. You see that? You see this right there?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for that. Yes,
yeah. Whatever, Walt.
You pull that down, and boom, top comes off.
Oh.
What? That is a wild takedown.
Yeah, that's easy.
Everybody. There's a lot of people that really they go, oh, that's an ugly gun. That's a blah 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 blah.
That's a Tokarov design.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Czech design, so it's not like anything anybody's ever seen before. So yeah, and you got the hammer drop safety too. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool.
Czechs, I will give credit. The Czechs know how to make some guns. They really do. They always have.
But so here's my question though, guys, on this. Is there a modern version of this or no? What's the modern?
No,
I don't think so.
Oh, why? How come? Why not? There should be.
And Browning tilting designs are cheap to produce. That's probably more expensive to produce.
Mm.
This. I mean, a lot of people don't like the thickness of the grip, because it's relatively thin, but it's
the angle
it's
maybe.
Mm-hmm. People think it's ugly, and
I like the front part of it. I like how that barrel. So if you show us the barrel, like point at us, I like that. Kind of looks very ergonomic the whole way that's sitting there.
It has the same lines of a Makarov or as a Makarov. It has that same line of a Makarov.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I assume they made this when they were still part of the Soviet Union, right?
Oh yeah. This is definitely.
So
this one has let's see. I'm trying to see if there's a date on this one here, but
I'm gonna have to pick me up one of those. I feel like I'm gonna start collecting roller lock guns.
Walter, that one looks familiar. I wonder where you got that from, but I know I have one of those somewhere. I think.
I have
52?
one of yours. I think.
Oh, okay.
I bought one from you. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have another one somewhere, but let's see. So, Armament and Axis says, how accurate is it, Walter? Most I've seen aren't very accurate. Is that true?
It's 7.62 by 25, so it's way flatter shooting than 9mm.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's for what it's designed to do. It's relatively accurate. I mean, it's not. Once again,
it's not a
has
target
rudimentary. It has, exactly right. It's designed for close quarters combat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
it's cool. I wonder, if anyone will ever pick that up and do a modernized version of that, or what the modernized version.
I mean, because there are some really interesting roller guns out there that aren't the MP5. There are lots of other roller guns. I would love to collect roller guns, especially a MG42. Get one of those roller guns.
Yeah.
Walter would like to shoot that, I bet.
No, I have one.
Yeah, I thought
you have a 42. You have an FG42.
No, I have a MG42.
Have we shot this?
Yeah, I've never shot this.
I've never. Well, right now, I got to diagnose a problem it has, but I have fired it, and it runs like a scalded.
Does it? Because I've heard those things just spit lead. Vroom! Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. For anybody that's not aware, those are the original roller lock guns. They have a roller stick.
Yep. That go into the barrel extension. Last time I took it out to shoot it, it was feeding a little weird. I got to eventually pull it out, and I'm going to swap a top cover on it. And it actually
8mm Mauser? Is it just regular old school?
8mm, full on 8mm.
I can't believe. Just bring it out to take pictures of it next time. I want to see it.
Oh, pictures. Fuck the pictures.
I mean, I can't afford a belt of 8mm Mauser, so
we loaded.
You better. Walter, we're gonna bring some ammo.
I loaded up. We thought we were gonna go out and shoot it one time, and I bought like 750, 800 rounds in 8mm, and we loaded all that on belts, and then we go to shoot it, and it wasn't working right, and I'm like, oh,
that's frustrating.
Man.
That is,
yeah. Especially when you don't know what the hell's going on. So, but I'm gonna swap out the top cover with another one and see if that.
Is it just it's just a post sample that you made a long time ago? I've never heard of it before. I didn't know you had one.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fun when it runs. Shoot 50 rounds out really fast. Shoot 50 round belt. Done.
Get it fixed up, Walt. Don't hold back on us. Don't hold back. You got 2 weeks.
Didn't it have like to charge it? It has like a toggle mechanism, right? Where you like click.
The chick can put it back forward and then.
Yeah. Oh man, that's cool. Okay.
By the way,
down on the ground on the tripod. Lay down on the ground and. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a good gun. I mean, the MG3 is still based on that design. The
Same thing.
big
This in
M60
308.
based on that design.
Yep. FG42. Well, FG42 is more like actually the M60 is more like an FG42 with a
Yeah.
But speaking of that,
I think so. Armin and Axis says we copied stuff from MG42 for M60.
yeah,
No, the MG42 is been around for a long time.
Not really.
Okay.
The M60 has a rotating 2-lug bolt head, and like I said, the 42 is delayed roller locks, so it doesn't do that like that. But the FG42 was what we copied, making the M60. Yeah, the FG.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what Germans were good at making guns. They've always been good at. They make them a little overcomplicated, but Germans know how to make guns. For sure.
Over-engineered.
Yeah, over-engineered, but I mean, that FG40 or MG42 was a game changer for full auto, full machine guns back then.
Check this out. Edward Andrews sent some pictures here. So this is his Mossberg 590 SW.
Nice.
Very nice, very nice. Super tacked out. What the hell is on the end there? That's some kind of choke, right?
Looks
Going
like
into
it,
the Stargate.
Super tacked out. Super tacked out. What are you getting from the Stargate?
Walter's got to go pull stuff out of the Stargate.
Oh boy.
Going into the Stargate. Just give me a second.
This is why we're on the Utreon, for the odd occasion when Walter starts pulling stuff out of the
Stargate.
Oh, things are getting put together. That's who knows what's gonna. Oh boy. And here we go.
FG42.
Oh, the old FG, yeah.
My semi-auto FG42, yeah.
Yes, this we've shot. We got videos on this one. Pretty sure of that. Yeah, pretty sure that we've got videos of that.
Yeah, we shot that. That muzzle brake on the end is amazing.
Yeah.
And stock recoil.
There's the stock from the M60.
This
the
is
M60,
this is that paratrooper thing, right?
Well, Hank, there's your video, your thumbnail.
Oh, what? Walter pumping
Walter.
it? Oh, boy. There's a lot of ammo-sexual stuff going on here tonight. You know,
Man, German World War II guns were
that looks good.
fantastic.
So yeah, this is what the paratroopers jumped out of the planes and then they came.
They never actually got to do that though.
Oh, okay.
They produced them for that purpose, but they didn't get a chance to. By the time they got those up and running, they weren't jumping out of planes. They were defending the homeland anymore.
When the Germans jumped in the Crete, they jumped and the guys went one direction and they threw out their guns and stuff in other packages and they went another direction, but they didn't have any like heavy 8mm type machine guns. All they had was like MP40s and stuff like that. So that was like, oh, we need to have a machine 8mm rifle that's a machine gun, so you have that ability to, to jump with it. So no, they didn't get to use it again, the paratroopers, but because Germany quit jumping for the most part. But
yeah, they were getting pushed back a little hard at that time.
The Fallschirmjäger or whatever the hell the German paratroopers, yeah, they were in Normandy and all that stuff too. So yeah. But anyways, it's a cool gun.
It is.
As close as I'm going to get to a real one. So
yeah, it is very cool. So let me throw this up on here. Let me see if I can get this. I know we were looking at the firearm blog earlier. So did you guys see this? TFB exclusive. Zastava teases a new M70 underfolder AK rifle.
Yeah. I personally think underfolders are the bastards of the AK world. But
this looks good.
It doesn't look bad. Have you ever put your cheek on one of those things?
Yes, I've had a lot of, the AKs that I've had. I've liked an old underfolder in the past. I mean,
triangle side folder.
Okay.
Only way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the underfolder is the cool looking thing.
Yes.
But when you go to shoot it, it's like completely uncomfortable. Yeah. And then if you see like a surplus gun or a used gun and the underfolder stock is wobbly as fuck, it's going in.
They always just flop. Yeah.
Yeah. It is
Yeah, and
painful.
it's like-
I know people wrap the what is it, paracord and stuff like that around it.
You have to do stuff like that to get it to work.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the thing. So in
But it's
here,
cool. I will never complain about more AKs getting imported. Ever.
Well, let me just once again, I'll say this again, folks that are listening. If you're thinking about buying anything like that, I would do it now.
yeah. By the-
Because they are going to go at Biden and his bunch are going to go after the imports. It's only a matter of time, and prices are down now. Prices are not bad at all in that stuff.
because sales are flattening out or coming
Sales are
down.
out,
sales
yeah.
are flat as fuck right now in the gun world.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. TFB's James Reeves and Ryan Ogborn have been spending some quality time out in the Chicago area hanging out with the good old folks from Zastava. Ryan Ogborn, why does that sound familiar? Okay. Zastava USA. Zastava is the most well-known for its very popular lineup of AK rifles and pistols, including the ever-popular Z-PAP 92 and, of course, the Z-PAP M70 rifle. What's up?
That name, isn't that the guy that's Classic Firearms or something like that?
I'm trying to...
I don't know.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I need to look it up. By the way, did you guys see the thing of James Reeves talking about how he was at SHOT Show and they took his gun
No.
at the hotel he was staying at?
Oh no.
Yeah, he
No,
guess
that's a different guy, by the way. Ryan, whatever, is a different person.
Oh, okay. You know, I guess when he flew into Vegas, usually he says at the airport, you know, they check their guns and everything when they're flying in, and then when they get there at the airport, they conceal carry. But he for whatever reason just like went to the hotel and then checked his luggage with the bellhop or something. And then the hotel went through the luggage and found the gun. And then they confiscated it.
Why are you going through my luggage?
They went through his luggage.
Yeah, some of those hotels have this stuff where they can go through. They can.
Ain't no hotel I've ever stayed in.
They radar it. Oh, you gotta look at the thing. I might be telling it wrong. You guys have to look at the video. It was interesting, and it became a whole process. So he said like they took it down to this thing that they call the Armory, and you have to go down there escorted. So then he would have to, when he's leaving to go to the show or wherever, he would have to go there, check it out, put it on him, leave the hotel. They escort you out. Then when you come back, you have to go check it back in, and it goes back to the Armory, and then if you're going back out again, you have to go get it. And so he just left it there and didn't pick it up or anything like that until he was leaving, and it became like a whole thing.
That's a whole bunch of no right there.
Yeah, it was a lot of craziness, but it reminded me of that time that I told you guys that I was in Vegas, and I had a black backpack, and Lola had a gray backpack, and they insisted on going through my black backpack, but not Lola's gray backpack when we were trying to go into a hotel, and I refused. But my gun was on me, but whatever. They weren't interested in that. It's so stupid. These hotels in Vegas, man, they've
Don't
really,
go to
really
Vegas.
they've gotten
There's
crazy.
just no good reason.
SHOT Show. That's the reason that
It's
people
coming
want
up
to go.
again pretty quick.
SHOT Show, SEMA show. I go sometimes to SEMA show. You know.
They need to find a new city to host.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen, but
Yeah. Shelly Fungus says what link? I think doesn't James have his own? I think I saw it on his own YouTube. It's not TFB. I guess James. I want to say it's just James Reeves. Let's see if I can pull it up. Hold on. If I pull up the video, oh, here we go. So right here, I can't share the link with you guys, but right here, James Reeves, a Las Vegas hotel searched my bags and took my gun 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it's interesting. I watched that whole video. It was interesting to hear him talk about it, and he's a big fan of Vegas. He says he's always in Vegas. Hanging out. So there you go, Shelly Fungus. Go to James Reeves on YouTube, and you should be able to see the video right there. So interesting stuff. The thing to do if you're gonna fly into Vegas with your gun, when you get out of the airport, put it on you.
Mm-hmm.
Or you know what? When you get to your hotel, take your luggage and put it in your room. Just take your luggage and put it in your room.
Yeah, I don't. First off, why are you bellhopping your luggage? Come on.
Well, if you're a baller,
real men park their own cars. Real men carry their luggage up to their rooms. Especially if there's a gun in it. Why are you giving your luggage over to a bellhop if there's a gun in it?
I think he was just tired and all that.
I am not going to comment on Vegas and guns. But,
right, we got 10 seconds here. Oh, because you don't want the.
I'm going to keep that kind of stuff to yourself.
We are going to take a break and come right back. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC. Yeah, so Shelly Fungus says, Hank, I call him Jimmy Reeves Superstar in every video. Laugh out loud. So there you go. By the way, these guys are each getting 33% here. So if you guys give any money here on Utreon, BabyFace gets 33%. Walter gets 33%. I have no idea.
Get it up!
I have no idea if Walter even knows how to get the money out.
I don't know how to get the money.
But yeah, there you go. You don't have to. You're not required to or anything like that. If you do,
I don't think I'm going to be able to make my well. I don't have a mortgage, but if I did, I don't think I'd have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Night Train says, when I fly with my gun, I put my gun on in the restroom at the airport I land in. So there you go. Yeah, I've never actually flown with the gun. Usually when I drive, obviously I'm taking stuff with me, but I haven't done the flying with it.
I flew into Texas with my gun and had no problems.
Yeah, how was it? Yeah, was that your first time?
Yeah, first time flying with a gun, had no issues. They treated me like royalty. They walked my bag to the check-in line and then walked me to where I could get on the plane, and I was very happy.
What's that, Walt? What are you going to say?
I've flown many a times. I haven't any problems.
Yeah. I haven't done it yet. I need to do it, but I also hate flying. So I typically drive. That's how I get to Vegas, and then I take what I need with me. There you go. That's how I usually do it. And then some people have friends or whatever in Vegas. I know there's folks in Vegas that have always told me, if you're coming into Vegas and you need something, then you could just like hit us up and you know. So I know people.
I got money. People have been donating or something. I had a subscriber for a little while. I don't think he's still subscribing, but that's awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Huh, I got some money in Patreon, Utreon.
Yeah. Walter has some money. You've gotten some money from here also. Like every time I put you guys as contributors.
Someone's going to have to show me how to get to that wealth.
Did you?
it's all of like $8.50, so don't get too excited.
Walter wants his money. That's ammo money.
I'll let it sit there. It get compound interest or something. What do we want?
I wish.
Forgotten Weapons. Did you guys see the Forgotten Weapons video on Utreon? Speaking of Utreon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did. I watched it.
I've been meaning to do a video on Utreon myself and put it out there that all of us have come to Utreon independently. It's not like we're working behind the scenes and trying to pitch them. Like, all of us have just happened to find it. Hank, you found it first, and they got us on it. And it's more friendly to us than YouTube is. So.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna actually. I shouldn't. I'm not gonna put the whole video up here or anything like that. But it is on Forgotten Weapons, and you can go there and you can look at the whole thing. I think it was a pretty good video that Ian made. If you guys want to check it out, talking about Utreon, a lot of stuff that we've been telling you guys. But I guess he's planning on doing more Utreon stuff, which would be big. You know,
really big show. Yeah.
Well, we need more of the bigger creators using it.
Yes.
It's good to have some alternatives right now, Walt. In light, I don't know if we're supposed to talk about that email that you sent me from that firearms company, and stuff was going on with them. You want to
tactical? Well, that was just was that tactical? Tactical.
They make 80%ers.
Yes, they make a bunch of 80%. Tactical. They're in Florida, actually. They're over in DeLand. Oh God!
Was that? Did that email go out publicly? I don't know if that's.
Oh yeah, that was sent out. That was sent out publicly. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because at the bottom of it, they had advertising for their 80% stuff, but just telling about how their credit card company.
Tactical machining.
Tactical machining, yes. how their credit card company threatened them, and then how the trucking company wouldn't take their stuff because it was gun related or something like that. Yeah, so it's just the kind of the bullshit that's going on out there. So
Yeah, I think when I read it, it was basically saying that they were shipping some 80%, and so the guy from the like on the truck that was shipping it came in and said, "Are these guns?" And they said no, because they're not guns. And then he said, "Do these become guns?" And they said, "Yeah, they do."
They were forgings actually. I don't even think they were finished. They
yeah.
weren't even 80% or so.
Yeah.
So
the guy took it off he took it off the thing and put it down and did not ship it.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
yeah. And then they were also they also showed a letter that they got from a credit card company saying that they're going to no longer be allowing
They won't do business with them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I knock wood, I personally haven't had anything as of late related to this stuff. Back in the old days when we first got started, credit card companies, there's nothing new with the credit card companies. Some of them just don't do gun stuff. That's been that way for a while. One time, credit card company, we were doing too many charges, too much money, and they had a problem with the fact that we were running.
You're making too much money. Slow down.
Too many charges. I'm like, what do you mean you're making money off it? What's your problem? Oh, you too much daily, too much volume. I'm like, come on, that's not American, man.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's a lot of shenanigans going on. I mean, we've been talking about this stuff. And I bring that up to say this is what Utreon is. I know a lot of people aren't happy about it. There's people that would rather we be on YouTube. But if we were on YouTube, Walter just couldn't, just say, I'm going to go in the safe and pull some guns out. And we definitely we definitely couldn't do that. If I did this, we'll be out.
Yeah, I can't
simple as that.
I can't play my AR-15 or anything.
Yeah.
Now, come on.
Yeah,
man.
Patrick wouldn't be able to stroke his dong.
That's exactly right.
Now you could probably talk about your dong.
Yeah, I mean, just how un-American. How come a red-blooded American can't stroke his dong? Why can't you? Why come an American can't stroke his dong?
The funny thing about those stocks is when those kits first came in the country with those grips on the front, nobody wanted them.
No, nobody wanted them.
They were $10 or $15. You get yourself all the dongs you want, and and then it's funny with the gun thing. It's like East German plastic stocks. There was a time when nobody gave two couldn't give two shits about an East German pebble brown stock.
East Germans have gone through the roof,
and all that stuff was all trendy.
What's their value now? What's the value of a dong these days?
Okay, so a dong you can I mean $80 for a dong on the internet. Get you a dong on the internet for $80.
Be careful.
East German parts kits. Jeff paid $400 for that East German parts kit from Brandon Herrera. Mind you, this is before he was famous. He wasn't quite famous yet, so I could still call him at the time. But
you could probably still call Brandon. He just won't answer.
There was one that sold recently that had, I will give credit, it had an original barrel and an original magazine, which, okay. It sold for like $2,200 for a parts kit. Not a gun, a parts kit.
Now, East German steel magazines are the best steel mags in the world. Russian. They're finished really nice. There's no super sharp edges on them where you feel like you're going to cut yourself.
Yeah, you used to still be able to get those, right? Like you could still get those out there, right?
I don't know if it's still around.
Or is that the Russian metal magazines? There was some metal.
Oh, yeah, you can still get them.
Oh, okay.
God dang, Walter, they are beautiful magazines. They're blued.
Okay, that's not what.
Oh yeah.
What?
Do you have any of
magazine?
Do you have some of these, Walt? And I call dibs.
If I do, they're somewhere stashed in the. I don't
also,
have one back in the day. One time, Patrick, before one of the magazine ban crazes hit, I ordered they were $3 a piece for at 100 pieces for $3 a piece.
I would East German.
I got them right in before I went to a gun show. Sold them for $9 a piece. Now $9 is nothing now.
No.
But still. I
But
have
you
people
tripled your
on-
money. You tripled your investment.
Yeah, in 2 days. So
Also,
Then I had-
the East German camouflage from that time period is retro and cool now with the lines and stuff on it. It is the coolest damn camouflage.
Oh,
the raindrop stuff. They call it?
Yes. Oh, I love it. It probably is very impractical, but it looks cool as hell.
That's the chintziest stuff in the world.
what is Walter going after now?
Walter's got so much shit back there.
Boxes are going down.
Oh, okay. So here, speaking of East German, here's the one that I really like. The camouflage pattern. Let me move this another gun out of the way here.
What the hell is that gun?
Walter's got it.
See this stuff?
Ooh, that's a cool one too. I like that.
Yeah, that's
Looks like
very
a-
Euro. That's very Euro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
This
it.
this one here is this one's very German World War II-ish.
Oh, that's World War II. Okay.
Yeah. that looks very-
No. This is East German, but it's very similar to what the
Oh.
Germans did in World War
Yes,
II.
it looks like
Okay.
the what they would have had then.
I picked these up at Knob Creek from Centerfire Systems. What I haven't seen, and if I'd buy it in a second if I could find it, is the actual camouflage outfits like this.
Oh, that's cool as hell. Yeah.
And they did do it like this too, but I have not seen any here in the country, at least not
Yeah.
recently.
What happened to my jacket, by the way? Where the hell's my?
Your jacket?
Where's my British Army jacket,
Oh.
Walter?
Yeah, it's in my closet upstairs. My closet. Yeah.
Bloody hell!
Bloody hell, yeah. I hear you. Oh,
All right,
look at that.
Gov.
Patrick, you never know what you find when you're digging around. East German
Why?
magazine.
Why you show this stuff off? I want. Never let me loose with a backpack in that office because there's a bunch of stuff will be missing.
Oh, hold on. Let's
There
see.
was a-
Okay.
There was a
Nice.
time, Patrick, where Century Arms wanted to sell these for $1.50 a piece.
Oh, why are you?
When there was no 74 rifles in the country anywhere, and one time I saw all of them you won East German ones like for $1.50 a piece. Yeah,
How many of those you got, Walt?
I got 6 or 7. That's all.
Oh, that's all. Okay.
I don't have 600 or 700. That's for
I
sure.
can't call dibs. Man, can you just imagine if people were just stacking? How far back do you have to go to just stack AK mags like that, and today just be a millionaire?
That was actually early 2000s.
Early 2000s? Wow.
Yeah, that was early
Man.
2000s.
Man.
Yeah.
I could just
There's
imagine.
lots of stuff. There's lots of things like that, and you just how do you know? You know,
No, you don't know.
you got,
It's a lot of stuff.
you got to have some place to store that stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you never know. You never know. I'll tell you, this is a completely different scenario here, but my kids, from the time they were, I think even before they were born, I started getting those, like the Justice League. You can get the Justice League characters like Batman, Superman, and all that kind of stuff. The big ones that are like this tall. I think like 10, 11 inch.
Hank would buy those for his kids.
Yeah,
He'd buy
2
those for
at a
his
time.
kids. Two,
They're
exactly.
they're MIB, mint in box. I still have them. They're 20 years old. Those things are 20. Some of those things are 25 years old. They're just in boxes.
Well,
they're probably worth money.
Patrick.
My kids could care less.
Patrick, check
What are you
this
doing
out.
off now? Hank keeps changing shit, and I can't see. Is that a Russian slab side?
Slab side Russian, yes sir. I only have one though. That's the problem. Only one.
Highly collectible.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
This one's. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah, I only have one. Yeah. Once again, that's another thing I should have bought. When I probably could have. Those were probably like $20 a piece when I bought them or something. I should have bought a dozen or 2 dozen, but I didn't. So
Yeah.
People are asking more than $100 per for each one of those right now.
Yeah, Mech AG 94 says 545 Bakelite mags used to be at the gun show for $15. Been a while, but not that long ago.
I would love to get me some bakes. That's the other thing is I don't have any Bakelites for even the 7.62 gun. I gotta try to find some at a reasonable price.
Do you ever do like the garage? There has to be some people out here that like, you know, some old gun guy passed, and his wife has no idea what these frickin' pieces
Oh,
of
it happens
plastic
every
are.
day.
Yeah.
Every day.
You got to check out those, like, garage sales.
You just have to be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah,
That's,
estate sales.
Yeah.
Or I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing to do with this stuff.
Estate sales are going to be less than likely for you to get a good price. It's got to be the wife who has no idea that these are like Mickey Mantle baseball cards or whatever.
Yeah.
You also don't want to go screwing the wife that just lost her husband. So
you're saying, Patrick. Okay, check the scenario. You're driving down the road. Okay, you and Buckshot out for a Sunday drive. You see a garage sale. You happen to spot out of the corner of your eye what you think is a Bakelite mag. You go back over there and there's like a dozen Bakelite mags with $1 a piece. What are you gonna do?
You're gonna whip out that money so damn fast. It's gonna be smoke coming.
Are you gonna tell her, hey, these are $100 a piece?
No, I'd be buying it.
Yeah, you can take it. Yeah,
and you will be bragging to us.
And there's a K98 bayonet there and a M1 Garand bayonet. How much for all of it?
You won't leave.
$20.
He'll move in. Yeah. He'll be like, "Oh, so your husband's dead, huh?" So
yeah,
feeling kind of lonely. Marley would be like, "I don't know what happened to him.
He disappeared.
Never came back."
Yeah, the old lady had a couple cases of 8mm in the closet over there. That's what.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. You know what? You might go. You know what? I'll give you $2 a piece.
Yeah. I'm feeling generous today.
Yeah.
You can have that.
Patrick, don't show him any more magazines, Walter.
Walter's got all the good stuff from back in the day when they were affordable.
Yeah. Imagine if you were, if you could just go back in that time machine.
That's a plum mag I paid $45 for now, so don't.
Woo! That's some high money. I paid. I
told you about that when, I didn't have any plum mags. So
I got 5 plums, and they were $25 a piece, something like that, and it came with the Russian bag. I think it was four plums in the Russian 4-slot mag pouch for $120, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of money. Nowadays, that's a steal of a deal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? It goes in really well. It goes beautifully.
In your creek. And
there you go. Yeah. So put your plums next to your dong, where they're supposed to be.
Plums and dong. That's right.
Speaking of,
and this
crinks,
is another one. I thought I was getting shafted when I bought this. I paid $1,200 for this parts kit, and I was like, "Oh my god, I cannot believe I just spent that much money."
Yeah, I don't think you would spend $1,200 now on a parts kit.
If it were a Russian crink kit, absolutely, hands down. But the crink kits now people are asking $2,500 for a crink, for a Bulgarian crink kit, not even a Russian.
What's up, Walt?
My receiver for my Bulgarian crink kit is shipped. It's on its way. So.
We're gonna have to dual wield. We're gonna have to put them with the stock folded and just.
I'm paying to have that assembled.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
In range C2.
Yes, it'll be worth it.
And because he knows what he's doing, he knocks it out.
Yep.
And it's on its way. So
when is PSA dropping the frickin' crinks, man?
Never.
Wait, I saw somewhere on the internet, on Facebook or something, that PSA got some kind of AKs in. Am I the only person who saw that?
No, they've been pushing out AKs like crazy. They get AKs out constantly.
Yeah. By the way, this is from Chris Brogan. Boom.
Oh, that's a. Is that a Hungarian one or?
I believe. Let's see what he says here. Hold on, I'll tell you. Hungarian SA85 guy dropped his price from $1,500 to $1,200. So, I guess that's for sale.
And the
is
reason
that
I
just
know
one
that
of the stretched? That's just a stretched AK. Is that all that is?
It's just a dumbhole stock AK. That's what it is.
Oh, 1,200. Go back to the picture. That picture back up.
Oh, the picture. Hold on. Where the hell was it? Okay, here we go. Hold on. Boom. Let me see.
For
I
a thumbhole stock
sideways.
AK.
No, that doesn't help. Yeah.
Believe it or not, I recognize it from the style of thumbhole stock, actually.
Yeah. I
'Cause,
don't see it. It doesn't even. It's missing some. It's missing the cleaning rod. It's missing a bunch of. I'd be hard pressed to spend $1,200 on a Hungarian AK personally.
Somebody's back in the safe again.
The Polish ones, by the way, the WBPs or whatever. Poland has been exporting ready-made parts kits, and then a couple companies have been headspacing the barrels and everything. I've been interested in getting one of those and trying it out because it's basically a ready-made. They're doing 5.56, 7.62, and I've seen a couple 74s trickle in, but those are still rare.
What were these? I can't remember what these were, but
103s.
Oh, these are 103s. Yeah.
No. They were
Are
5.56 guns. They're not 103s. They're 105s, I think.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years' experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
Okay, you ready?
All right, so, okay, yeah. What you got?
You ready?
Is it a Hungarian underfolder?
Yes, sir. Pre-ban.
You could sell it up north for a lot of money.
Yeah, I acquired this, did a little swapping and trading at the creek.
Recently?
Again.
Oh, the last creek?
No, this was a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
but no,
So,
Again, underfolders, cool as hell, but horribly uncomfortable.
yeah. By the way, here they are. 102s. What are 102s?
Yeah, they're 102s. They're 5.56 guns.
5.56. Okay.
yeah, I saw those when they advertised them. I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. I can't. Not that I can't, but I didn't buy one. But yeah, this popped up. This was a deal. I don't even want to tell you the deal because you'll go like, holy cow, you got that for that? But it involved another gun and a trade, and I was like, really, you want to trade those two for that? And he goes, yeah. I'm like,
okay, give it to me. What'd you trade?
What's that?
What did you trade? Give it to us. You got to give it to us.
I traded one of my uppers for this and a early AR-15.
That's
What
not
companies? Who made the AR-15? What company?
Colt.
Oh my, that is a beautiful.
I mean, it's an early one. I'm talking early.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, really?
Like an SB1 or something?
I've never seen this, Walt. I call dibs. By the
Walter's got so much random shit around that.
By the way, this picture was from Armin and Axis. There you go. Armin and Axis.
Here's one more to tease you with. One more before we go. Okay. This is a Yugoslavian.
Is that a Zastava? It's a Yugo. Yeah, it's a Zastava, right?
Yeah, this is a. Well,
Bulge Trunnion Zastava.
Don't look at these things here, but
Did you weld that?
I did. I know I did. It's a 223 one, actually.
Oh, okay. I know. Yeah.
This was a true military Zastava. Yeah, I welded it. Yeah, I did. But anyways, it has a small issue I have to fix, but aside from that, yeah, it's a cool gun. Yeah.
It's not small. It's an average-sized issue, Walter. It's average-sized. Maybe
Well,
it's cold. Maybe the issue is just cold.
So anyways, another folder.
Maybe he was just thinking about Liz Cheney or something.
He was thinking about baseball. Yeah.
You know what? This is a little bit off the subject. Did any of you guys see the new SIG P365X macro? There's a bunch of videos.
You sent us that picture, and I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. 17 rounder?
Yeah, 17 rounder, 365X macro. So I guess it's
with the
red
cuts
dot.
in the top, with a
Yeah.
compensator built in.
Yeah.
I'd
Just a-
I'd have to shoot it. I don't see it as it sits.
Yeah, it's making the rounds. I guess a lot of guys out there got it and did videos on it. So,
Hey Sig, you want me to do a video on it? You send one to me.
if you could only be so lucky.
I know.
I've only
That
ever
is
done
a.
stuff with Sig at SHOT
That
Show.
looks. Oh, that's a VZ58.
Yes, with wood stocks.
Yeah, they're not normally like that. They normally have that Bakelite, right?
Yeah, this came from. Well, this is a checkpoint gun, so it came with
okay.
some kind of black plastic stock on it, which was fugly.
Mhm.
So I picked up this stock at the creek, and boom, there you go,
The creek
man.
had everything, didn't it?
I really missed. That's the biggest thing about No More Knob Creek is just finding all the little weird.
You could find anything at the creek. It sounds like.
Isn't there? Go ahead, Walt. Go ahead.
Back in the
Back in
day
the
when
day.
I first started going, you'd find just about anything you want. And if you didn't find it, you'd ask somebody that knew where it was. So, yeah.
Isn't there potentially? I don't know if it's public information yet, but there potentially could be another sort of creek thing out there, right?
Yeah, Rachel B, or Rapid Fire Rachel,
Mm-hmm.
she's part of the a shoot that's going to come up in South Carolina in October, on the same weekend that the creek would have been. So I haven't committed to anything yet. I'm still pondering it. I just don't know if I want to do it or not. I might let them have their first shoot by themselves.
See how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get that effing van going. And every time I do something like this, it's going to take time away from trying to get it
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
The end
Yeah,
game
when you
done.
when you get that
We
van
can-
done, then you could just roll out anywhere. Yeah, go ahead,
If
Patrick.
it's
Yeah,
if it's
that's
successful
why
this
I-
year, the two of you know Rachel. If it's successful this year, we can roll out in force next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to reach out and see if we can get Rachel to come on the podcast. I've asked her before.
I've
said
never
she'd
met
come on.
her.
She's awesome. She's one of those, like, she's a genuine gun chick, you know.
She's a shooter.
Yeah, she like probably was shooting before she could walk.
I'm hoping that's my kid. I really hope that's my kid. I think it will be. I really think it will be. Oh, we did some baby talk today. I know we're running over time here.
No, you're good.
We did a little bit of baby discussion today,
Mhm.
and I think I'm going to take Walter's advice.
Oh,
Clean
Chrome
up my-
Vandium,
No,
Walt.
not
He's
that
gonna
piece.
he's gonna do
Not
Chrome
that piece of
Vandium, Walter.
advice, no.
No.
No,
Okay.
no.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
funny.
think I'm going to
That's
take.
funny.
I think I'm going to take Walter's advice. Clean all of the ammunition out of my office. Go through everything in here. Take every piece of ammo out, but leave all the firearms.
Let me tell you what the little turds do. They pick up anything they can find,
Goes in the
and
mouth.
shove and shove. No, not necessarily the mouth.
Oh,
but
in the
shove it into
socket.
anything
In
else
the
they can
socket.
find, like a hole.
Yeah.
So one time I go to the gun show. This is when Will did this when he was like wee high to a grasshopper. We're at the gun show, and he's in a crib behind the tables. And you know how you cut off tie wraps and you end up with the pieces of the table ties and all that stuff from tying the guns up. The gun show, that little turd stuck him in a gun barrel.
Oh,
He stuffed that gun barrel full of cut off Will. And when I got back home from the show, I went out. I was going to go shoot that gun. And good thing I looked down the board. It was full of tie
He
wraps.
almost blew you up.
yeah.
Another time, we're working on.
That's
the
how
house.
you inherit your guns early.
I think Spencer did this. We're working on the back room in the house, and one of the holes to the wall was open from where a sink sets at. And we get the sink all put in when the room gets finished, and we turn the water on. It's not draining right. It's like, what the hell's going on? The water don't drain. There was Matchbox cars stuck in Hot Wheel cars stuck in the drain pipe.
Awesome. Yeah.
So, just
yeah.
you know, that kind
yeah.
of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, kids don't miss
No,
anything,
so-
man. Everything
So
goes
I
in
told
the mouth.
Marley I may end up leaving the firearms here because worst case it'll just crush them, and I just have to watch for that. Make sure no fingers get into anything. But yeah, if I remove all the ammo, I think they'll be good for a couple years, and I'm
And another
hoping.
thing,
Yeah.
Sometimes
I'm
they're
hoping
climbers.
he.
You know,
I'm
you don't
hoping
want
he likes guns from an early age. I have a feeling he will, but I hope so.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a boy.
You guys want to see?
It's gonna be something Hank Strange, Chrome Vandium, James.
You guys want to see the project I'm working on? And this was.
And you can call him whatever you want to. That's what we will call him.
You can call him on the podcast. We can call him Chrome Vandium.
Okay. We're making progress.
I did this on purpose for Marley and because we had a kid on the way. So this is the start of my next night vision build.
Oh Lord, not for the baby.
So we're gonna have 2 sets of duels. So Marley and I could go hiking or whatever. But this one's really cool. This one comes from AB Night Vision. It's called a Mod 3.
Okay.
Check this out. So normal dual tube system. You hit the little switches at the top, and the pods come off.
Ah.
Then you take the connector. Let me make sure this is the right one for this pod. It's not. This one is. You connectorize it onto here, and you have basically what would be a PVS 14. And there's 2 of them. So you can take both pods off and hand them out to little kids, maybe a youngin' with some eyes, and they each got their own PVS 14. I thought it was stupid.
Is
Isn't that cute?
Is this how you're selling that to Marley?
She's wanted her own dual tube setup for a while, so we've agreed to get one for some time now. I just thought that this was like the perfect combination where if it's her and I, then we both got duals, but if we want to share with the kid, you got this, you put this together, and you hand off a PVS 14 to a little one, which is going to be cool.
This poor kid is going to be the excuse of so many guns being bought.
Poor kid! This kid's going to have some cool-ass shit to play with.
So much stuff. Like, I think you got to buy this.
His friends are going to be jealous as hell because his dad has the coolest shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
Okay.
This is awesome. I'm enjoying it. Speaking of kids and teaching, before we get out of here, I want to hit this one. Oh, you know what? Someone gave us some money. We gotta go to the money first. We gotta go to the money.
What happened to your money sound?
$5 Armor Access make me holla. $5.
Is that the
that's
money
not
sound?
the money sound.
No, hold on. What the hell? Oh, here we go.
Money, 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 money.
There it is. Armament and Axes gave us $5. He says, okay, send it again to show support. My mother could take down and put back together a Browning 50 faster than her elder brother's National Guard buddies. So there you go. That's from Armament and Axes. Thanks for the $5. So that's gonna get split evenly between all of us here. So we appreciate that. We appreciate
that money, by the way, for people watching, that money on my side goes back to buying stupid shit like this for the channel. So, and for the baby, and for Marley, and for myself.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a penny left for everybody else.
Yeah. That is so funny. Okay, so speaking of kids, Minneapolis Teachers Union contract stipulates white teachers to be laid off first.
I saw this.
The craziest, most radical people in society are now teaching your kids. Think of that. The latest Minnesota Teachers Union contract stipulates that the white teachers will be laid off first. This had nothing to do with seniority or quality of work. It's all about skin color. And then it goes on to talk about, the contracts and all of that. What do you guys think about that?
This is what happens. Lawyer up. This is what happens when you agree to work for a unionized group. They decide what's best for the gander, and it doesn't matter what you think.
It's illegal.
Yeah, that's very illegal.
It should be illegal. Yes,
there are laws about that. You can't do that kind. You can't do anything like that based on race.
Based on the color of my skin.
Right.
That's what Martin Luther King said, right?
Yeah.
Stuff like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Martin Luther King didn't want none of this shit that's going on right now. He didn't want this.
He'd be rolling over in his grave.
He envisioned a day when little black boys and girls and little white boys and girls can stand hand in hand. Not little, not little he, she, them, non-binary, not committal.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
don't
a
call me
shame
this.
list.
Don't call me that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's craziness. Man, can you imagine those? I feel bad for those kids in that school system. They're just
I
fucked.
feel bad for those white
Easy.
teachers. That's what I feel
Easy.
bad for.
I'm not
Oh,
sure how
forget
many
about
white
it, yeah.
teachers they even have in Minneapolis.
Could you imagine that? Yeah, it's Minneapolis, so
Yeah, imagine you're a teacher who's believed in the school system. And what about
this is the same. These are the same unions that, in certain areas, protect teachers and. What was that story you had about the New Yorkers that they put them in a building?
Yeah, in New York City, yeah. If you're a bad teacher, they put you. I forgot what it's called, but they basically you get in trouble like this, but you're tenured already. They hide you away in this building, and you make $100,000 plus a year for doing nothing. Meanwhile, you try to abuse some kid, or some other
they've
crazy.
done that.
Yeah.
They've abused kids, and then they go, we'll just put them in this building for.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I have no respect for this sort of shit.
Yeah, it's horrible. I can't even believe that kind of stuff is out there, but it is out there. We got a lot of craziness going on. I saw something. I don't have this. I would have to look it up. I saw somewhere. Let me see if I can pull it up. That there's some black people saying that when the new Black Panther comes out, white people can't go.
What?
I don't know what that's about.
Well, hang on now. Hang on a second. That movie ain't gonna make no money then. It ain't gonna make no money.
Yeah.
It ain't the black folk that make those movies about Wakanda and all that successful. It ain't.
Yeah, I don't know. That might not be a real. That might not be. I'm looking it up here. I see
fake news.
Twitter
I can't
bans
find
trolls
it.
who claim white cinema goers are being banned. Maybe it was like a troll or something like
probably
that.
was, yeah.
But yes. Listen, you know who goes to see most of this stuff? It's just like hip hop. You know who buys most of hip hop?
White liberal kids.
Yep.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Have you?
Patrick, there's not enough black kids to make that much money for those.
Oh God, no! And no! You think inner city kids have that kind of money to
No,
buy?
it's just It's a numbers thing. It's pure numbers. It's not.
Yeah.
It's.
To buy records, to go to concerts. Do you think there's enough inner city black kids that can pay for all that? It's not.
Did you guys ever look at the movie Office Space? Did you ever look at that movie Office Space?
Time, but
It's an awesome movie. This movie right here, Office Space. Look at this movie if you get a chance. This is where one of the Gun Nerds T-shirts came from. By the way,
I thought there were just going to be donuts or something like that.
Yeah.
Like snacks. I thought there was going to be snacks.
This guy, that's one of my favorite characters in Office Space. And so that's where that T-shirt comes from. But in the beginning of that movie, there's this white guy in his car stuck in traffic on the way to work, just jamming out to some hip hop, and he's cursing and doing all this kind of stuff. And then his car pulls up to some like black people or something, and he turns the volume down.
Yeah.
And then the minute that they're not in sight, he turns it right back up and starts rocking out. And the reality is that that's what it is. So whether or not that's true, which is probably not true, that
it's not. No,
it's probably not true. I don't know. Yeah. I don't even believe in going to movie theaters anymore. I can't remember the last time I went to a movie theater to look at a movie.
I can't remember the last movie I've seen either, but
in the movie theater.
In the movie theater, yes.
Yeah. But and I don't know. I don't know who's gonna really want to see. I predicted this Black Panther is gonna be. I mean, the other one was woke, but it wasn't. Yeah, I'm predicting.
Worse.
We're in super wokeness now.
Is the Black Panther is he gay?
The guy who was playing the guy that was playing Black Panther died. Remember, he died of cancer.
No, but is the character?
No, that was the brother. I didn't think that was the actual main actor, was it?
Yeah, the main actor died. I forgot his name. He's a good actor. He died of cancer. Yeah, so he won't be back. So probably I think Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, I think his sister is going to be probably the new Black Panther, something like that. Or they're going to
sister.
Yeah, his sister will become Black Panther.
Yeah, okay, cool. That sounds
Or
great.
they're
I don't
gonna
know how
bring
that's
back
canon
the
at all.
bad guy from the last one, Killmonger, probably. Something like that's gonna happen. I'm gonna go with the wokeness going on. It's gonna be his sister
Hell yeah.
that becomes Black
And
Panther.
she's gonna be a lesbian. She's gonna be a lesbian.
I don't know. I hope not.
Probably.
I actually liked Black Panther. I like to see beautiful black people in movies doing stuff, as long as there's not a bunch of crazy wokeness getting. I was telling someone this. When they do this to you, when you're looking, like I was looking at this TV show, The Sandman, on Netflix, and it was a couple of episodes. There was a little tinge here or there of bullshit, and then they got to like the 5th episode or something, and then they just started hitting me, and it's like someone's taking a dirty dick and slapping you in the face. I don't want to be smacked in the face with someone's dirty dick. That's how I feel about that. I don't know.
I don't want to be slapped in the face with anybody. Clean.
Anything.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah, no dicks in the face. Some people might enjoy that. But it's offensive.
We don't do that here. We don't do that here, okay? I can simply say
That's
that.
how you get Hank, that's how you get monkeypox.
Not in the
You
face.
need that in
Not
your
in the
life.
face. It's when it goes other places. Well, other places is what brings it on. But that's how I feel about that stuff. It's not necessary. Let's just do the cool movie. We go to the movie.
Yeah.
We go see Wakanda. That's it. I don't need to get smacked up.
You don't
with
need
that.
all the side wokenness. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need it. But what's gonna happen? Every freaking movie coming out is all about that now. You should see that Flash movie is a fiasco. The guy that plays the Flash is totally batshit crazy. He's been arrested. All kinds of craziness happening. So
What?
we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come right back. Yeah, you'll see.
15.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
Why are we running so late? What the hell is going on?
I don't know why your numbers are off, but something's way off.
Something counted too long.
Yeah,
I
something's
don't
way
know.
off.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Something is wrong. But yeah, if you look at Ezra Miller, that's the guy who plays the Flash.
He's got all sorts of problems.
He's batshit psycho, man. Right now, there's a woman and her kids have disappeared, and they're investigating him. There's all like he was at some kind of party, and he took a chair and threw it, and it hit a woman in the face. There's all kinds of craziness going on. And he's also one of the non-gender binary whatever.
He looks like
Freak show.
Yeah.
He does. He looks like a freak show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Batgirl.
I mean, why?
Mhm.
Why would if my money was making a movie, I ain't gonna employ these nutty fuckers to do stuff.
I
This
wish
ain't no-
that's how.
I don't care.
It
I don't
doesn't,
care
it
how.
doesn't make money if we don't look at it. But here's the problem: the movies are for the normal kinds of people, right? But they hate the normal people. They hate.
We are
normal
not
people.
target audience at all.
Yes.
Not even close.
Yeah. DCG 44 says, "What about Batgirl that was so bad they didn't even release it?" Yeah, they just shelved it.
Yeah, they filmed the whole thing, didn't they?
Yeah, $100 million flushed.
It just said never mind.
Yeah, they just said,
Never
"Fuck
mind.
it."
They did. They
Fuck.
filmed the whole freaking movie and then went, okay, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That
so
must have been
woke.
some garbage.
It was so super woke. They need to put it out so that people can see it. Anyway, we are really, really super late. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't know what happened. I blame Lola. So there you go. That's gonna go over well. All right, Patrick, tell the folks where they can go to, how they can support you, etc.
Where they can go to.
YouTube.com/BabyFace P. Instagram is baby_face P. Or Utreon is BabyFace P. Utreon.com/CharlieC/BabyFace P. Got a video going up today, went up today, and we're going to be finishing out in the next 2 weeks the AK Donger build. And I got to find my next project after that. I'm not sure what it'll be, but we got more. There's stuff to do. We'll find stuff.
Yeah. Are people liking? Is this called the AK Donger build? People liking the name?
I called it the Khyber Pass build, but I like the name. If you look up 9-hole reviews, he built an AK and called it the AK Niner. Mm-hmm. So I figured, why not call it the AK Donger? That seems appropriate.
Try it out.
So there you go.
If you're feeling frisky.
Hey, you might get monkeypox, so be careful.
Walt,
your mileage may vary.
Yeah, Walt, same question for you. Where can people go? Where can they go?
I've been feeling frisky all night. Santiago Firearms is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and on Utreon. And also Dirtfoot Racing is the same, YouTube, Facebook, and Utreon. There's also StemParts.com. As the ad said, for all your Sten parts needs. A quintessential part of the
oh, you like this type, huh? You like this type.
Those big words.
Yeah, Lola wrote that and I spoke it. I need to get Sam Andrews to do some of these.
You know, when you asked me, that whole thing was going down, you're asking me all this stuff. You didn't really say what you were going to do with it, so I didn't know what you were doing when you were asking me for this description or this, like this rah-rah thing. And I'm like, and then it shows up, quintessential. I like quintessential.
Well, it's all Lola. For once, I could say, if you like it, it's all Lola.
That's that educated stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I just went in there and proofread it, and then obviously,
a go.
I did the voiceover there. Yeah. And neither one of these guys will say it, but this, I can't remember what movie it came from, but I remember that I think there was an Indian character in the movie. And, because when I said where you could go to, you were like, oh, I could tell you where you go. Go to the hell. Go to the hell.
Speaking of Indian people,
speaking
of Indian folks, from where I know we run over from Fox News, Uma Pumaraju. Mm-hmm. She was one of their women on the show. She passed away the other day.
What? Of what?
Uma Pumaraju, if you look it up.
Was she in the Hot Leg Society?
I would call it an attractive woman, yes.
Oh,
but she's been in the news business for a long time.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, she's been in. Yeah, I've seen her face. Yeah, she's been in. Wow, what happened to her?
I don't know. She was 65. She passed away.
65.
She didn't. Probably cancer. She didn't look 65.
It's always cancer.
Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah.
She was one of my, I love that name, Uma.
Yeah, Uma's a cool name. Yeah, it's always terrible to lose some hot legs off of Fox News. Too soon, probably too soon.
And on that note,
I'm gonna run in the end. We're gonna come back. Who has words of wisdom? I don't know. Someone's got.
I can throw it out there. I'll do it.
Oh, Patrick's got. Oh shit! Get ready for words of wisdom from BabyFace P. Yeah, we're gonna run in the end. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We are gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna rip the audio out of this and throw it up on iTunes and all the places you can get your audio podcast from, including Audible. So if you are a member of Audible, you can go there and get the podcast. There you go. BabyFace P. What is words of wisdom?
This is specifically for people my age, maybe a little younger. If you haven't done so lately, give your mama a call and tell her you love her and ask her how her day's going. Same for your dad too. If you haven't done it for your dad, give your dad a call. Because we went and saw my family over the weekend and it felt great. So give your parents a call, check on them, see how they're doing.
All right, very cool. I appreciate that. We'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be back tomorrow doing something. See you guys then. We are out of here. Let me press the buttons correctly. Hit the end. Peace.